Cool. So welcome back, everybody who's been joining us for PacMan. I think this is the 7th now episode.
Yeah, that's about right, I think.
I always forget. There's been too many now. It seems to merge into one.
We should be finished by now.
Yeah, that's true. Probably should be. Too much refactoring.
Yeah.
So we've created a few pull requests. Actually, there's 8 of them now on GitHub. So I think that's probably the first thing we should look at. Okay. I think most of the all from us ourselves, I think, maybe.
Yes, there was.
Yeah. What from top to bottom is probably the easiest way.
Bottom to top for mine.
Bottom to top?
Yeah.
Speaking of bottom tops. Yeah, actually, they're open the newest, and then yeah, I'll do that. I guess if we've got any conflicts, we'll fix them anyway. So this is one what I created, which is to just move around all the files for the tests, and also stop using like a shared game object for the tests.
Okay.
So I just end up breaking down the game test one into a test for coins. So different states of the coins. I also renamed some of the actual the methods as well. And then I moved one of the strategy one into the same folder. So it's in like a games test now. So anything which is being used from the game's perspective, so interacting with the whole kind of game from the game object, is now in the game tests.
Okay.
The stuff which is like just on their own, they were just in the game tests in themselves. So these are things like just live, so checking that the lives is correct, checking the board width is correct, and things like that.
Okay.
And then we've got the ghost tests are moved into their own ghost test file as well. So they're just at the position of the ghosts. And then we've got some lives tests as well about kind of how the lives decrement. Then we've got the PacMan test about how the PacMan moves and him dying and respawning and things like that. So there's just more moving all them and clearing them up a bit.
Yeah.
So they're not in one big long file. So
yeah, that all seems quite reasonable.
There was one issue what Peter pointed out that I renamed the game test to game test XX when I was refactoring everything because it kept getting the namespace kept getting conflicted, so it wouldn't compile. So I renamed that, and I missed to rename it back when I moved it. So yeah, so happy to go in.
Yeah, I think so. I think we might have some merge conflicts in a minute, but yeah.
It's quite nice to how it's saying it's built as well. It's quite cool.
Yeah.
So it actually in the checks, it actually says it's built. It's just nice to see. So this next one is using constants and names.
Yes. So yes, this one we had some strings which contained Blinky, Pinky, Inky, and Clyde, and we had the same strings in the UI as well. So I've just replaced that with some constants in the class. So this was I learned 2 things by doing this actually. First of all, if you do git add -p, it doesn't add new files. You only get to review existing ones. And secondly, if you then do a commit but don't even raise the pull request, the CI pipeline is triggered and then fails because I hadn't added that extra file. So that's quite good.
If you do what?
All I'd done is push my changes. I hadn't got as far as raising the pull request.
Oh yeah, okay.
And the pipeline ran and then told me I'd missed out that file. So it's quite good.
Yeah. Well, you're branching on. So you're branching actually on this repo, right? Yeah. Oh, does it actually work the other way around as well? It will do, won't it? If you forked this, we'll see in a bit. But here, theory should run the same CI process, right?
Yes, on a fork. Yeah, it will do because it would have copied the files, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's quite interesting.
Yeah.
So that seems quite simple. Let's get that in.
Yeah.
Okay, badges. In order to write the tests, I amended the ghost to expose the
Go yeah. So this one turned out to be a bit of a saga. I was thinking this would be quite straightforward. So at the end of the last session, we hard coded all the hosts ghost home locations to be like 1,1 or something.
Yeah.
And so I thought that'd be fairly straightforward to load from the board by having a lowercase character to represent the ghost home location. So like lowercase p is pinkies and so on.
Yeah.
So I added that in. But in order to write the tests, you then have to be able to determine where, by looking at a ghost, where its home location is. So if you scroll down to ghost in here.
Yep.
Yeah, this is all this sort of stuff. So yeah, so without doing too many changes in this particular one, I added this home location X, where you have to look at the home strategy, cast it to a move home ghost strategy, and then you can read property X from it. So it's a bit messy, really.
Because I think what I was thinking is like you should know where the homes are.
Yeah, so there's a future pull request I've done, which we can get to in a minute, where I start addressing that a bit more.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then in order to add the be able to get hold of the home strategy, I had to remove the hack we put in the end of last time, which just swapped the strategies around whenever you did move.
And I noticed you kind of did the thing what Peter mentioned as well, where it's also a coin.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yes, it's likely fine.
I'm not sure whether the tests are going to end up in the wrong place, but
it's
a funny beeping noise. Is anyone else?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's a funny beeping noise.
Oh, Chris is here as well. Hi, Chris.
Hey, how you going? I'm just on mute. Yes, I've been lurking, as you probably noticed, but only on and off.
Yeah.
It's kind of busy time for me this part of the night, but yeah, it looks interesting. I saw the grid you put around yesterday as well. It looks to me like you could just have several simple pieces to build the drawing stuff, but I guess you've already solved that problem. So.
Sort of. We'll get to that in a minute, I think.
It's solving the bits where we need to solve the like current problem. Just to display it. It always seems to be the last thing where we actually concentrate on as well. So we usually do the logic of it, and then the UI is like the last bit, which is just hacked together and no love given to.
Yeah.
Difficult project, right?
Yeah, it's a big one. Is it playable? How far along is it? I haven't seen it running for a few days.
It's
sort of,
yeah, it's
you could move.
We'll give you a little demo. Let's so it's somewhat usable now. So here we are. So we have a PacMan we can run around the screen, and a ghost who runs after him. Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, and then if he does get hit, he does die, but not much else happens except for he pause it, he's respawning, and then the ghost goes back in. The ghost goes back to their home locations, which just like pretty much teleports them at the moment instead of them walking. But yeah, so and then we don't resume back. The actual PacMan's still in like a dying respawning state, I think it is at this point.
Yeah.
So you can't really move. So it's pretty much that's where we ended at last time. But yeah, the other things like collecting the coins add to your total score and things like that. And then we do deduct like a life when you actually kind of do die. So it's slightly getting there.
Nice.
Yes, should we merge this in?
Yeah.
I don't think you complained about any of the tests what was there before, so.
Okay.
Accurate map pieces, map display pieces are pasted. Parts from the game. God, I can't read today. Peter, do you want to talk about this? What you did?
Yeah. What did I do? Yeah, so what it's basically doing is taking the map, which is just an outline, and it's really just a wall and space, which you're then converting into a list of all the walls. And then this bit of code will take all that list of walls, rebuild it into a matrix. Then it works out which of those walls should be corners, which ones are inner walls, left-hand walls, right-hand walls, double walls, ghost walls, T-pieces. It basically goes through parsing that. It was quite difficult because what we had to do was had to work out which is the play area. And to work out, you need the play area so you can work out whether you've got the inside of a wall or an outside of a wall, because the left and right walls are different. So basically we take a piece that's on the board, which the only piece we can guarantee is a ghost. So we take the first ghost and do a flood fill from the ghost, so we can work out where the play area actually is. And then when we're working out the walls further down, that's cell pattern. I'm trying to think where it is. Cell pattern finder. Yeah, if you go to cell pattern finder, these are all the different patterns that you can get of 9 squares.
Okay, yeah.
And they correspond to each of those pieces. So I'll have to think what I did now. X is a single wall. W is a wall of some variety. G is a ghost wall. D is a ghost door. 0 means it's blank. Dash means I don't care what's there.
Yeah.
And then all it's doing is basically looking at each cell and the 8 cells around it and say, does it match this pattern? If it does, then that's the piece. Then the other little things that are in there, we need a ghost door because we can't work out where the ghost house is without having a ghost door. So I faked that for the moment.
Okay.
Yeah. And the other thing was the end where the teleporters were. They make funny walls at the end because the walls just stop. So there's another bit of coding that works out, see if it's got a loose end, and then finds the loose end that's 1 space away, fills that gap in as well. Yes, it was quite messy. It would have been a lot easier if I had the whole map. So there's one this is the map layer. This is the bit that does most of the work. If you go to the top of this, so basically, forget the constructor. That's just so that to avoid the null. So basically, it sets up a map, a cell for the map that's 2 squares bigger, so it's got space around it. It needs the space around it because it flood fills to work out where all the double walls are.
Yeah.
So it has to be able to fill around it, and then it just gets the walls from the game object, fills it in basic form, and then it makes a basic map by swapping it to single walls, double walls, ghost walls, and then it makes the detail map where it scans through and works out which bits should be which bits. It was a bit of a pain. Every time you got something, it broke something else because you'd stick something else in there to make it work.
Yeah, that's what we found when we was trying to build the walls that time. We just
you just break another bit of code. So there's the bit, trace the ghost house walls. So it finds all the doors that are on the map. So you can actually have multiple ghost houses if you want to. As long as you put a door on them, it'll do the job.
Does this Oh, I ain't got your branch checked out.
So what's the main problem with drawing the map? I mean, naively, I would walk like a grid of descriptions of what each square should look like, and then just draw that. That's what shape.
Well,
that's what I do.
Well, we built it from the game backwards. So I'll show you. So we have. So
what we've kind of done is disconnected the UI part from the game part. So so we're not spewing the UI interface out of the game. The UI has got to work out what it does from the game state.
Yeah. So for we kind of just like we have the list of the ghosts on the game, the lives, the height, the width, the PacMan, the coins, and where the walls are. But we don't actually have a grid where the game is. So you kind of have to build the grid up, I suppose. Because what we were doing is just placing the items actually on the actual. So we would say, go build me the wall, and here's all the walls, and build it from that. But it's quite hard to build the walls from just all the walls because there's different kind of walls which kind of curve around and things like that, depending on which things are around it.
So yeah, as Chris was saying, we could have put all those pieces actually onto the original board. But the game engine doesn't care what type of pieces there. It just wants wall or no wall. So it was, as the engine was built first, it was a bit of a challenge just to parse it out of the data that we got rather than actually hard code it in. And it does mean that you can move any of those pieces around and the board will render correctly.
Yeah, we also thought that it'd be actually easy to actually build another game board out of it as well. Because if the walls are just X's, we can just put a little X's and dots everywhere. And that would be a board where you could play without you actually kind of saying, oh, this is there's a curved wall and a double wall and stuff like that.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. So it kind of made it more complicated.
Yeah, more challenging.
You could say over-engineered.
Yeah.
The lack of stuff exposed is quite tricky.
Yeah, that's actually true. Give me a minute.
But you could build a version with LED lights or something because you wouldn't care about types of walls and that type of grid.
Or you could make an ASCII one or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just going to check it out and see what it looks like.
Sounds good.
Before I
how it runs.
I wonder if, going back to the wall thing, part of the problem is that you're using X's to represent a single piece of wall, whereas in the grid, if you looked at it this morning, there were essentially, like on the end of a piece of wall, for example, it would be 2 grid squares, because you've got the curvy bit at the bottom corner and the curvy bit at the top corner. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you did it that way, where the wall was actually 2 X's thick, then when you got to the end of it, you could look at the X and say, okay, what's around me, and I know what shape.
They are two. They're the same thickness as they are on the grid.
Oh, right.
So they are too thick. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Well, ours are too thick.
This where it's relevant. Yeah, we've got an X everywhere where there's a piece. So in that middle bit under high score, they are too thick in our map as well.
Yeah.
These ones.
So that top left square right next to the pill, there's just down from your cursor there where you've stopped. Yeah, to the right.
To the right.
That square there, that's actually like 4x3, right?
Yeah, it's 4x3 in the map. Yeah.
Yeah, I see. Okay.
So it just has to work out what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah. I can see how, when they designed this game initially, that was probably what they did, right? They probably drew out a grid and colored in where everything was going to be.
Yeah, they'd have put the right pieces on the original map probably.
Yeah, because they'll have been working in the hardware, right? They wouldn't have had advanced tools. It would have all been done in the hardware, so they would have had to have laid out a grid for the memory and all of that sort of thing. So.
Yeah, but they only had one board as well.
Yeah, is that right? It never changes.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't change.
It never changes, just gets faster.
Technically,
it's impossible to actually finish as well. It supposedly just like crashes.
Technically, ours can change on the fly if we wanted it to.
Yeah.
So we could have moving walls.
Yes.
And it will work correctly.
Wow.
That'd be pretty cool, actually. Yeah. Don't know how we represent that in a flat file. Yeah, so this is the one you've changed.
Yeah, that's looking good.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah. Oh, is this the middle bit? Oh no, yeah.
There's another PR in for that.
Okay.
Oh no, it's not. I didn't put PR. I've just put an issue in. I thought we could fix that.
Yeah.
Seems it's a small job. Whereas that whole drawing business was like would have been over a session in itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. We can generate that in.
Yeah, I think so.
Add transparency. This is just changing the PNG one, won't it?
Okay.
Does it render properly as well? The actual with no kind of funniness on it, yeah.
Yeah, that renders all right, yeah.
Yeah, let's measure that in. Get more CA master.
I don't use paint packages, so it was just annoying me that once I've got those transparencies in, because you're so used to looking at black, it was really hard to see what you're doing after that. So I need to get the, I don't know, I use Coral Paint Shop or something like that. I need to just get it to show transparency a bit darker.
Paint.net.
I'm still on Paint. I'm not great from that yet.
Somebody did mention WordPerfect the other day on Twitter, which I was amazed with. I hadn't heard of WordPerfect since I was like 15.
Long time ago, isn't it?
Back with like Lotus 1, 2, 3 and stuff like that. Back in the cool days. Using disposed object, graphics objects.
Yeah, it was just if you watch your your memory usage, it does a little ramp and then falls down and then does another ramp.
Yeah. That's fine. So if we try to dispose of it and then try to use it again straight afterwards, it usually blows up. It's kind of fun. Is this a draft, David?
Yes, it is. Well, yeah, I started it. I'll show you what I was doing. So, yeah, so instead of passing, I think it's picked up half the other changes, wasn't it? Instead of passing X's and Y's around all over the place, I thought about having a read-only struct to represent a cell location.
Oh, okay. So instead of passing all the tuples around.
Yeah, I thought that might be a bit cleaner. And then if you scroll down to Ghost, I did start implementing it for Ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here, instead of this this problem we were discussing earlier about trying to get hold of the home location, holding that as a cell location.
Seeing as that's a read-only struct now, you can actually expose it in here, can't you? It's just a home location.
Yeah, I was just trying to minimize the number of changes, that was all. But yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's fine. In theory, that's all a tuple is, isn't it, anyway? So.
Yeah. It just means you can't accidentally swap X and Y around and things like that.
It gives it more meaning. It actually has. A cell location is.
Yeah, because it was a branch off a branch. I think that's why it's picked up the other stuff.
That buzzing sounds like somebody's mobile phone's too near the microphone.
Yeah.
That's not mine.
Mine's over there.
I'll move mine, but I don't think it's mine. Yeah, so it will build. It's just I didn't finish adding. There's more places we could use cell location.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can probably merge it. It does build. So.
Oh, this is ready for review.
Yeah.
I've never created a draft podcast before. There's some like conflicting changes. Oh, that's because the game ones have moved to, yeah, okay. Let's check it out. I should play it the right way, actually. Copy that. Oh, how come there's no change on that one? Unless my master isn't updating. Oh my god. On type day.
that's better.
Yeah, who's going to complain about these, wherever it is. It's here? Oh, that's deleted, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't. So we don't need that one anyway.
Okay.
Unless you add another test to it.
I probably wouldn't have done for that.
Direct change to PacMan trajectory. Is that? Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. Auto merge in that one because it's just moved. I think it might not build now though.
But other than that, it's fine. Oh dear.
There's no argument.
Yeah, it's because you haven't got the
Have
strategy.
you not picked up the?
Yeah,
so part of my
and
change
all
was to pass in cell location dot top left. Don't know.
It's on all the tests. They won't be there, will they?
Yeah, so I did add them in, I think.
Yeah, it's got to move the
yeah.
files.
All the files are moved since.
Yeah, you see that green bit, cell location dot top left. That just sets it to 1,1 or something like that.
But the ones where you don't pass that. Oh right. Okay. Oh right. Okay. So everything is. Oh, home location is just always the same for all of them.
In those tests, because it's not relevant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just out of interest, was there any specific reason why ghosts and everything were made mutable?
Only that we thought it might be easier to draw the UI because that's running on a separate thread.
Right.
Oh, that's PacMan. This. Is that them all? Nope. One here.
Got one, yeah, left.
I think that's them all. Maybe. Nope. It's one left. Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, home strategy does not contain a constructor that takes 2 arguments.
Oh yeah, so that now doesn't take anything. Those constructors.
Oh, where's that used? Ghost test 81. Oh, right, okay. Right.
I just realized I've got a piece of hardware sat on my desk that was probably making the noise. Let's just leave it at that. I forgot I'd switched it on.
Okay. Do you want to check the test still run?
Yeah, I was going to say, if you've just taken that 4-4 out, that move home the ghost strategy. which was probably supposed to be there because we were testing something with it.
Oh, this one.
Whichever one you just changed, that one, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, that's true. But then
yeah,
it should. Oh, is that because it needs to be 4.4 instead?
Yeah, that's right.
Nope, it wasn't me.
I think it was Kev because I think it was doing it last session.
Was that?
Yeah, not very much, just the occasional blip.
This is my headset.
The picture, I don't know, the picture stays constant, but the sound just gets replaced with the G whilst you're talking.
Yeah. That's because I'm a robot. I think it's this headset. I don't know why. It used to work fine on my other laptop on the dongle, but this one seems to be a bit flaky for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, it could be. That makes sense actually. If it's like Bluetooth headset or something.
Yes, that test failed, didn't it?
Yeah, is that better? Can you even hear me now?
Yeah, it's different.
You gone loud?
I've gone loud. Well, that's using my mic and my webcam instead.
Is that the right test? Isn't it one below it?
Yeah, that one should be back to. Yeah, that makes more sense. Put on back to cell location top left.
Yep. Try to talk and things at the same time. Yeah, there you go. So that builds. And then we got the docs for the thingies.
Okay.
Which Peter put in, which is just explaining how the gears should move. Which I commented on. One of the points about kind of Pinky heading to force ball moves in front of PacMan. So I've seen this on YouTube where somebody kind of like they use it to their advantage of just pointing themselves at a wall. And the ghost goes run around the back of the wall.
Run around the back and off.
Okay.
Yeah, ends up out of the way.
Yeah, it's actually.
You can also do it. You can also do chicken because as you do chicken, once you're closer than 4 spaces to him, the target space is then behind him. So he then turns away out of your way if we go through a junction.
Oh, there's cool moves on PacMan I know knew about.
And then there's the bug.
The bug?
The bug, yeah, because when it does the target square, it multiplies the x and y by 4. So it sets the x to either 1 or 255, and then it multiplies it by 4. But because it puts it as a 2-byte number, if it's 0001, it can multiply that by 4. That's fine. If it's 0100, that will multiply by 4. When it's F01F or 00FF and it multiplies it by 4, the FF causes carry into the Y. So it's either, I think it's 4 squares to the right, 4 squares to the left, 4 squares down, or if it's up, it goes diagonally because of that overflow. They probably didn't even know it did it.
Probably, then somebody's documented it.
That's it.
The question is, do we implement the bug?
Yeah.
Well, there's some things on that, which I guess are kind of like nice to have on the.
Well, the ghosts, they're actually pretty easy. Once we've got something that will go to the square, the chase mode is really easy to do because it's just PacMan plus 4 squares. PacMan plus direction times 4. That's it. Done.
Yeah. But I meant all these are kind of things like when the ghosts actually initially come out of the thing. Like I don't have the online ones that I've played since we started this I don't think any of them do this. They just all just come out all at once.
All at once, yeah.
But they're not hard to implement. Saying like,
no, that's it.
These are 30 like dots or whatever.
The only thing that might be awkward is just the fact that they're a bit disconnected from the game object and things. Whether you just send.
Well, we know how many.
We know how many dots are consumed. Well, we don't. Yeah. Well, we do because if we took a record of the starting point, rather than just having a list of them.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, because we only have the list what are left, don't we? Currently.
Yeah, I noticed that because when I was looking for a play piece, I thought, I can use a coin. Until the last one's gone, now I haven't got one to use. I could use the PacMan. Until it's in respawn mode and he's not on the screen.
yeah.
Or you could just pass me a square that's on the map.
Alright, cool. They're all merged in now. So if we just check that out and see what we've got, see if everything is actually working. Okay. Do you want to try to use VS Code, see if the IntelliSense works with that?
Yeah, okay.
Can do. I'll just need to install it, but it's fine.
You can use Visual Studio with VS Code as well.
Oh, can you? Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're interchangeable.
I think my IntelliSense worked anyway, didn't it? I think it said last week. I can't remember.
Well, I don't even have LiveShift installed yet, but it will be soon. Just they might actually work a bit better with IntelliSense and stuff. We can get a chat window. Can we?
Can you use the recent contacts to actually send it out, or does that email it, or what? I can't remember what it does now. It's relatively new, that now.
What's that, sorry?
On the left-hand side, you've got contacts, because we're all on there. Does it, I can't think, is it email, or?
Yeah, I have no idea.
If I set mine to online.
I don't even know how the suggested contacts works, because it's weird, because at work, I use my work one and my personal one comes up in people on my work colleagues' machine, not my work one. And when you're online, it doesn't actually say half the time when you're online either. So
my option to say I'm online isn't there at the moment.
Yeah, I think it's just a nice like UI to stick at the side, which probably really doesn't do anything. I put the link on the Slack channel.
It's on Slack.
Yeah. One thing that does work on this one compared to the Visual Studio one is when you're following people around the code, it seems to actually work a lot better. So if I want to follow you, I can just literally just click you and it goes straight towards you and follows you.
That's where I am. Cool. It doesn't have to do 15 years of legacy features though, does it?
yeah, that's probably why. It doesn't like lock up when I click places. You joined, David?
I'm not exactly. I'm having to sign into something first.
Oh, right, yeah.
Joining session, you authenticated.
Oh, yeah, I was going to run it one time. I just built it. This is what it looks like at the moment. So, looking pretty good.
Takes the top change color.
Yeah, the top has changed color.
Oh, I changed that whilst I did it. Sorry, I changed that whilst I was sorting the graphics.
Ah, okay, fine, cool.
That's the correct color now. Is that the latest?
This is master.
The latest master. It's only because it's not got the docs folder in it.
It should do.
No.
It doesn't.
It doesn't on. No, it doesn't on GitHub either. You just pulled it. You merged it.
Oh, I just didn't pull. Oh, right. Wait a minute. It's just pulled it down. Goes movement button and mark down. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, that must be on that old one.
Oh yeah.
That probably means that's just rubbish.
I still haven't got that copy.
Has it updated your live show one?
I've got the file. You know where you've just opened the file? I've got the file. It's just not in the list of files on the Solution Explorer.
Weird.
Which is weird.
Try to close and open again. But the game doesn't seem to change. Do you want me to kick you out and create again?
I should be able to exit, shouldn't I? Should be able to leave.
Oh,
I've been booted out.
Yeah, I was going to kick everybody out and then, because they probably the sync and whatever.
Yeah, we'll only break it again, won't we?
Yeah.
So I'll join for now, and then I'll set code loading.
Yeah, there you go. Just check the next link in the chat. Yeah.
It'll only take me a few minutes to install it.
I have to sign in with multi-factor authentication each time.
No, I didn't pull it through again. Oh, no, it's in the root directory. Sorry. Yeah, it's there.
Yeah, it's just in the root.
I could have sworn I put it in a folder called docs.
Right. So what are we going to work on first? Are we going to continue the ghost logic?
Are there any... I chucked a couple of issues which are quick ones in.
Okay.
One is correct the size of the ghost house.
Oh, yes.
Which should take us all of about a minute.
Yeah.
Is that an issue on GitHub where you found that?
Yeah, I just put it as an issue.
Let me just get that.
It hasn't closed. It hasn't closed all the issues. You know, when we've
Oh, you have to put like closers and hash the issue.
Oh, I did that. I put that on because one of them did, and it actually tagged it, whereas the others didn't. Oh. And I did them exactly the same. I'm sure I did.
Well, I make
that one's done.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's.
I actually referenced it. There.
That's weird. I know it does it on pull requests, but I know it does it on commits.
Yeah.
But you'd expect it to do the same thing, actually. I'm not too sure.
Unless it doesn't like the word issue in it, and the other time I put closes and the number.
I don't know. I'm sure I've read that before as well. So
that one's done. Okay, yeah. The bottom one's done as well. No.
Yeah. Bottom three are done, aren't they?
Can we close them? While we're in there? Line up the corners correctly.
Yeah.
That's done.
Oh, so it's got pull request merged into it.
That's done. That's the same sort of thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sprites, that's done.
They're done. Right, so this one is not done. Correct size of the ghost house.
So that's the one. The ghost house should be one cell larger. Paths around the ghost house should only be one cell wide. So do we actually reference that on a?
It's in.
It's in games. Game. Yeah.
It's in game, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes, there.
So are we actually drawing it on the actual board of actually having them here?
Yeah, so they want to be, it wants to be there. Like
There.
that row wants to be one row up. That row wants to be one row down. So it's actually larger. So it wants to be, so if you move that B to there, that wants to be X, 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 X. And the space is, the ghosts can stay exactly where they are, that doesn't matter. This is just ridiculous. It's just mental, isn't it, when you're editing the same piece of ASCII.
So it's supposed to like that. That's a big box.
Yeah. Yeah, but when it renders, if you look at that map with the grids on it, you'll notice that it's the normal lines and inside lines. I don't know where the resource was.
This one.
Yeah, if you look
so
at it.
1, 2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But they're right inside the corners, whereas on the outside of the map, they're all on the outside.
Yeah.
So it draws them the other way around.
Yeah. That's why that was quite confusing. You know, when you first originally drew this, David, when you made this twice as big, I remember.
It just looks too big.
And I was like, that can't be possible.
Yeah. Oh, we'll need to update the position of the faked position of the door as well. Otherwise, which will be in.
Well, we can try it on the. How is that rendered at the moment? Is that actually just on the?
It's hard coded on the UI.
Is that in the game renderer?
It's in map layout.
Okay.
So it passes in their doors.
Okay, perfect.
So it's just hard coded in. I did it in the same format because I assumed it will come through in the same sort of format. So it needs to be at 1412 now.
So we could alter this to make it so it just builds up a door there instead.
Yeah.
How big's the door?
Yeah, 2 squares, I think. So it's the middle 2.
2, yeah, it's 2 by 2.
We've got a bit of broken ASCII there, so I'll just fix that.
I like minor signs, don't you?
This looks perfectly like a door. Yeah, and then we can actually just we should create a test which actually proves we can parse a game setting loader. What's in here? Where's the tests?
Tests to wherever you put them. You moved them.
You move it more.
Board
loader tests.
Board loader tests, that'll do it.
Should items on board. It's a nice name. Should throw.
There should be at least one ghost door.
So if you just go whack a door somewhere in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a big long. Just have space there. Oh, that's a teleporter. Yeah. That's why they're further apart.
Oh yeah.
That should do it.
Yeah. So you got a door which is below the teleporter.
So the height's one more now, isn't it?
They called the ghost doors? Or just doors? You could just call them doors.
Doors is all right because we haven't got any other sort of doors.
Yeah.
And this is
1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 4.
1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 0. Is that? Yeah, 0, 4.
Yeah, 0, 4. No, 1, 4.
Is it 1, 4?
Is it 1, 4? Teleports are off the map. 0, 4, isn't it? Yeah.
Are they off the map or on the map? I can't actually remember.
They're off the map.
Yeah, 0, 4 in this example because you've got -1 for the portal.
Yeah.
So it should be like that then, right?
Yeah. Have you increased the height already?
Yes, I need to update the height to be 5.
5, yeah.
Okay.
Then if we run the test, should
have the doors missing.
Oh, because non-anomalous object, right? Yeah.
Doors not yet, so we need to stick doors onto the board game setting loader. Do you want to want to do it? Yeah. Should be quite easy because it's just another one of these big long case statements.
Is it in game?
Yeah. No, it's in game settings loader.
Yeah, but we'll need somewhere to put it, won't we?
Yeah, but we can just just put.
It's on game settings as well, isn't it?
Yeah, just put on game settings. That's like a read-only list.
Should I add that in there? Can I use my cell location?
Yeah, if you want to use cell location, does that expose X and Y as well?
That's all it exposes.
It's just an X and Y, isn't it? Combo.
The test was fairly standard, I suppose. Yeah, sure.
Okay, and then test game settings.
If we've got a cell location, should we be swapping all the others to cell location?
Yeah, so that was why I only did it as a draft PR originally, because I was wondering what's the order.
I like cell location because if you look at how I did the map layout, I've got a cell, and then you can do cell above, cell below, cell left, and things like that.
Yeah, you can build things on.
And then you don't have to do adds and minuses and stuff. You just reference them by name.
What's it mainly about?
It's because you're not added into the interface. The interface doesn't know about this.
Oh, I thought I'd done the interface, have I not?
This doors. Doors is a high collection of cell location doors, and this is a.
You need a cell location.
Yeah, I've done. I think I had done that on my screen.
Yeah, that's needs to replace it.
Yeah, my screen had that.
Did it?
Yes.
Scary.
And then game settings loader then.
Yeah, in that big switch.
Yeah. Yeah, so.
I'm missing. Yeah. Then in
you need to pass it into the constructor of game settings.
Yeah.
Done that bit. Kevin, can you right-click on game settings and do the constructor and tell it to line up the arguments? They're getting a bit long.
Do you mean that?
Yeah, so you put one on the other. You know, there should be a shortcut for that.
The slow way.
Okay, I could have done that.
What's the shortcut for it?
Yeah, if you go to the light bulb, it's a line. That second to last one, I think. Align wrapped parameters.
Indent all parameters. I didn't even know. Got told a constructor with more than 3 arguments is far too long anyway.
Yeah. Doors.
Why isn't it like that? Doors.
I haven't made it yet.
It is, yeah, it doesn't.
Oh, yeah, maybe, yeah, sorry, yeah. I was thinking you'd already done it. That was the interface, wasn't it?
I think that's everything.
Map layout.
Okay. So I've got some red squiggles on my screen.
I don't think. In game loader, there's no argument given for the corresponding file parameter.
Oh, okay. Do I need? Okay.
Okay, then load.
111. Why is it what?
111.
That looks right to me.
It's right at the bottom, I think, of that method.
It's 115 on mine, I would say.
Yeah, that's 115. I don't get why it's on about 111 for.
Yeah.
Let's spell it again. Oh, this gives me a different everything. We've got test. Oh, test game hasn't got it implemented. The test game settings need to implement in.
Really?
You've done. Got that. That's that. That's right.
Oh no, it's in map layout, isn't it?
Map layout, but you have got doors. Game does not contain a
Oh yeah,
definition
game
for
doesn't.
door.
We haven't mapped it through to game yet. I don't think. That's what we're missing.
How are you using in map layout? But this one says
Game's got
kit.
doors.
No, it hasn't. Is it? No. It
Oh
hasn't.
no, game settings has got
Yeah, I
doors.
need to add that in.
Game hasn't got doors.
Does doors need to be a bit more intelligent and actually have open and close on it?
They don't open and close.
Yeah.
The ghosts just go through.
Oh.
Yeah, but then that means open, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It's quite frustrating because it's at one point they're a wall and at another point they're not.
Yeah, but that's quite easy. That's quite a good test to have though, because
Yeah.
you could actually just have a door which is open and one which is closed, and the ghost should be able to run into one and not the other.
Not the other.
Does it build now?
No, it won't build because map layout's expecting an int y,
Oh,
int
okay.
x.
Air game does not come. Why is it air game settings does not contain a definition for door still? Why is it still complaining about
Game. Was it game settings complaining about it?
that? Yeah, air game
My
settings
game
does not.
settings not contain a definition.
Oh, maybe it just needs saving. No, it's just complaining about.
Map layout. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, map layout would be correct because it's expecting it as a pair of ints.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
just yeah.
in
So on 55, I would say.
there. And make basic map.
Why is it not like that cell location? Namespace. Where's the cell location defined? Namespace PacMan game. That should be fine. That's one more a little bit further down.
Yeah, there's these ones.
Yeah, it passes them twice.
Right.
Just try building them. That builds.
Hey.
Did you? I can't remember if you invented a bit of thing or just plumbed in all stuff.
Yeah, it should display some walls in the right place. Oh,
Yeah, we got that error because it doesn't. It's
oh,
a
because you don't
tuple.
understand. Yeah.
So I just need to go edit the games. Test game chains. No.
No. Board loader test is on the end. Last tab.
Yeah, this one. So this needs to actually be
cells now, doesn't it?
Oh, good. The problem is it makes everything massive now because I have to just declare it as a cell location. We could actually create some implicit like conversion between cell location and a tuple, and then a deconstructor from a cell location into a tuple. Cool, that works. So if we run it now, we should have two. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a better size.
We need to spread the ghosts out because they're meant to be in a line, aren't they?
Oh look, they will go to the home corners.
Oh yeah. That's actually did it? Oh yeah, because you put the board in that add the extra locations in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we commit that then?
Yeah, I think so.
We were already making the ghost house slightly bigger, but we went onto the doors, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because we extended the ghost house here. Actually,
Nice.
it doesn't actually look that odd now. Is that because we've got the proper walls around it?
That's it. It's the right size now. It's
the only thing we're missing is the PacMan now, isn't it? I think.
From the actual drawing the board properly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the pills.
Oh yeah.
Pills we can swap over.
Yeah.
I'll put issues in for those.
Cool. Start a little bit more fancy now. So then, well, is there any other ones we want to?
If you just go back to the game again. Game class.
The game class.
And then you see the ghost in the ghost house in the ASCII bit. You move the eye 2 positions to the left. I think. And then, space them out. That might work.
There's no middle line, is there?
Oh, yeah, no, that's annoying, isn't it? And maybe the B actually could probably get to move over.
Yeah, that ghost might overlap the wall now.
Yeah.
A bit of thought there on how we block it.
Oh, well, I get and handle exception straight away.
Oh.
No matching board piece.
Oh, what have we changed? What have we broken? It's
What?
IP and C.
Why is it like
I've only moved IP and C.
Yeah.
You haven't got dots in there. They're just spaced. No, they're not. At 1-1, what have we done? We haven't done anything to it.
Have we deleted a space from line 50?
No, it says at 1. It says at 1-1. So that is the first.
That here.
Yeah.
At 1-1. No, it'd actually be the line above. Why? What have we changed? It was working a minute ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe
wait a minute. Where's this code blown up from? This is actually
it's in the map renderer.
Oh no, this is in the cell pathfinder. Piece.
Yeah, it's in the map. It's map worker outer. We've broken something because it can't.
Is that because Is that because you work out where things are based on the middle bit?
No, it shouldn't matter because it's saying that it's at 1-1 that where the issue is, which means we might be putting a piece at 0-0 because it's nudged over one cell, so I've gone outside border.
Or could it be there's no cell pattern that matches?
That's what it's doing. It's basically saying this at location 1-1, which is the first cell on the board. Just go back to map layout, and there's some specific debugging code there. In cell pattern match the other cell pattern. What's it called? Pattern finder. Yeah, put a breakpoint on 83.
I'm here. I don't know how to run it in this. Well, let's actually run it for SF5. Well, it's none of them. If it's like that one, it's like that. Nope. Okay, I might have to run it just.
We got a breakpoint. Is it stopping there? Does it run there?
I don't know if this runs with. Is this gonna? Oh, yeah, it does. It actually runs in it as well. Okay. There you go.
Right. So what's in board? If you go up to board on 72, or in wherever, it doesn't matter where it is. What's in there? It's basic type. It's a double wall. What's above it? Outer space. That's right. And below it, double wall, that would be right. And to the, not more, well, you can have a look at those. That should be outer space. Yeah. And the bottom right should be a game piece of some sort. Inner space. Inner space. Why have we got inner space there?
So what changed between?
Something else has changed because that should be
So all we did was change.
Yeah, we can back out our change, can't we?
Wait
a minute. We've moved some of these.
Yeah, that's all right. That shouldn't cause it a problem.
Yeah, then things won't move.
It's where it thinks there's an inner space, which means something.
How did this change? Make it break for the top left though. So
it's not. There's something else in the top. There's something else up there, which is probably where those ghost positions are.
Right, let's just try run it from where it was before. Yeah, so it runs perfectly fine before we move them.
Right. The bit that what it's basically saying, if you go to that top, if you look at the top corner of the map, the top left corner of the map, you've got a double wall. You've got double wall to the right, double wall to the left. You've got outer space around the outside, but to the inner, where that first dot is, it's saying that that's inner space rather than play area. So that means there's something there that's getting in its way. Because when it does its first pass through, it works out what's play area, what's inner space. Inner space is where your cursor was then, inside a box.
Yeah.
Just slightly down to the right. That's called inner space. Down a bit, right a bit, right a bit. Yes. That's inner space, which is very different to play area. But it thinks where that pink ghost is inner space. And the only thing that's on the map is that lowercase p at that point.
Yeah, but what I don't get is
but we haven't changed that, have we? We did change the doors.
It ran after we made that change.
Yeah, that's what I meant. The only change that we've got is the bits where we've moved them.
Move those ghosts.
Move the ghosts around. And they've literally just moved so they've got more space around them.
I don't
get.
So if we undo those changes, does it run?
Yeah, that's what I meant. So if I just stash them and then I build, this runs straight away. So this runs perfectly fine now. But as soon as
so we just do one of those two changes. If we just move Blinky and not the other one.
Yeah, do one.
So then if you get them changes back, it doesn't work straight away. There's check.
And the only change is the moving.
Yeah, so that blows up straight away.
What does it do?
So go to game.
So that's the only thing that's changed, that.
Yeah, so if we put these back together as it were.
Try that now, because that's a very different bit of parsing.
No, that blows up straight away. So is it this B? Because we moved this to the.
I wouldn't have thought so. Try it, but
It's a bit weird that would break it. Yeah, so there's that. So if
so
we
it
move,
doesn't like move the ghost. So it doesn't like Blinky moving, does it? But there's no reason why it shouldn't.
Is that because you anchored the flood fill based on Blinky?
yeah, so that works straight away.
I do anchor the flood fill based on Blinky. Ah, I know what it is. Let me just have a look. I know what it is, I think. When we anchor to Blinky, play +1. No, I add one to it. Blinky, play. Valid play cells. We get the ghosts first, the first ghost position, which gives us an X and Y.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we call, so in map layout, line 47, right, we get 46, valid play cell. So the place which is in the play area is the game ghosts, first ghost, yeah?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We get the X and the Y from that first ghost, and we call, but make basic map, which is a little bit further down.
Oh, is it because, oh no, it wouldn't be. I was thinking, is it because we actually, which way do we parse it, like X or Y first?
I've made sure all mine is X first.
So it would find the Blinky first. It's not that it's finding one of these first, other ones.
It still shouldn't matter even if it did.
Oh yeah, because does it know anything about the?
Ah, hang on. Well, no. Does the flood fill go through the door? I can't remember whether the flood fill goes through the door. But yeah, it should be finding which way does it pass it. It's game load setting loaders, isn't it? It's game setting loader. We do it in rows, so it'll find Blinky first, whatever.
Oh, okay.
So map layout, what it's doing is it's doing a flood from the play piece that's +1/+1, which should be absolutely fine because that should be in. I don't get why it's moving Blinky. Leave Blinky where he is.
Yeah.
And I'll debug that one.
Yeah, leave that as an issue.
Yeah.
Still doesn't like space them out exactly like the thingy there. So that's how that one looks.
Yeah, does that one run?
This is how ours look.
Yes, because they're on half cells. Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
How come they're on the half? Oh, yeah. They're all on the half cells.
None of it's cell aligned on the arcade. It's all pixel aligned. It's all running. It's all running in pixels, and then it works out what's the closest square to the pixel that it's running on. Because they're all like that. It depends how accurate we want it. That's a big refactor though. It'll break all the tests.
You can't just offset everything by half a cell or something when we draw it.
No, because then it'll always be off.
Yeah.
So the dots are on a cell.
Yeah.
It's just the ghosts and the Pac-Mans not on a cell.
They are on a. They're considered on a cell, but they're starting at, instead of starting at 15, they're starting at 15.5.
How does he know which coin to pick up?
Because it's the closest one. So once it gets to 15.4, it's on the 15 cell.
Very weird.
Because it does things like when you're 3 pixels from a corner, you can turn around the corner. And when you're 3 pixels after the corner, you can back turn over a corner as well. So when you want to run away from ghosts, as long as you're turning before you get to the cell, it'll actually jump around the corner, which gives you like a 3 pixel advantage. But you have to pixel align to do it.
Yeah, and at least the Twitch stream's back on. I'm very confused why that even broke, because that's on a different machine.
All right. Oh, yeah,
that's on a machine in Azure. So my machine crashing made that close the application.
Oh.
Don't get make any sense. I also need to. Oh. That's odd, because now I'm the host.
I've just swapped it over. I made you the host.
Oh, right, okay. I need to swap it over to that one. It'll last. Right, okay, we're back. Let's you're opening back up. Where is he?
Yeah, so we're about to leave Blinky where he was, but we can move on.
Yeah, move on, and I'll debug that separately.
What do I have in mind? Oh, we just moved them. Are they're in the right place, aren't they?
Yeah, that runs there, doesn't it? I think. Just can't work out why it's failing at 1.1. Well, it's to do with the flood fill. The ghost there must be just some alignment issue, and it's landing on the map or something like that. Yes. On a wall. I'll check it out. And then just see live share.
Yeah, just open. Why start all the way at the bottom? Okay, so what do we want to fancy doing next? Do we fancy moving the ghost more logically?
Yeah, I think getting the ghost to move to target square, because that just unlocks so much.
Yeah. So we can have direct chase to PacMan test. Ghost test. So do we want to test one of these strategies on its own and just keep giving it like blocks of things and getting the outcome of it? Because we know they actually work. And then we can just have a what was the home strategy one?
Well, some of it is.
It doesn't matter because they're all the same. They're all moved to target square.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they take different parameters in. So what I'm thinking is like we'd have this one would, for example, would have the move goes to home strategy, but this would literally just create a strategy inside of it.
Of move to square type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like move to point or something.
Yeah.
And then that would just literally just taking
that.
This somehow that work? Okay. Oh yeah, that
still works. Yeah.
Would that work? Because it wouldn't actually know.
Ideally, you'd have it in the constructor, wouldn't you?
What, these ones? These?
Yeah. Well, if you can, well, maybe not. Maybe it's.
Well, it knows which ghost it is, won't it? Where you're moving to home.
Yeah.
And you know.
Well, does that even have to be a strategy at that point? Maybe it's just move to point isn't a strategy.
That is just like one of the, what, he just uses it for internal.
Yeah, it's just a thing that moves. Because it doesn't exist on its own, does it?
No, that's true. Yeah, because you can actually just put where you want to move it to.
Yeah.
And pass it the walls.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So in this case, you do inner dot move to and pass in those two.
Then to, yeah. Yeah, so then we just have a class which is move to. Is it cell location?
Yeah. Next or move or whatever. Yep.
Then it has to keep track of which direction it's going.
You need to go, yeah, but the direction's probably best on the ghost because it needs it generally for movement and you need it for UI as well.
Oh, I suppose that would just be done in.
Yeah, in there.
Done
yeah.
in here, wouldn't you? So you'd say if I'm hitting a wall, then move to point strategy, and it gives you back a direction instead.
In fact, that's what it really wants to return as a direction, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not a location.
What does the move or the
move? You want to say the ghost is here, and I want to go to there. What direction do I need to go in?
Yeah.
So it'd look more like.
And you take in the target XY. So cell location is the target.
When you're taking the walls, right?
You need the ghost as well, don't you?
Do you need ghosts?
It'll. Yeah,
so this is only going to.
No, I think you just need the walls. I don't think you need the ghost.
Yeah, so that would just taking that, and then this would just work out the next direction to go to.
Yes.
I guess you need to know where you are as well.
We need to know where you are. That's why I say you need to know where you
current
are.
Location, yeah.
And you need to know current direction.
Yeah.
Do you need to go current direction?
Yeah, because you can't turn back on yourself.
Yeah.
You need to know which way you were heading as you came in.
Okay, so they got current location, direction, walls.
The walls could be passed in the constructor, couldn't it? Because they don't change.
Yeah, but
until we set them moving.
Okay,
yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I was thinking that if we could actually have so when you complete like part of it, the walls could move. I don't know. Because I suppose it's like sensible to runtime instead of when it's created. I suppose.
Well, you can create things. The thing is, if you don't put the doors, if you don't make them static, then technically you can do things like you could invent a door pressure pad. So as you open it, as you run over it, the doors a bit of wall disappears for a certain length of time and then goes back. And this would all support that if that was in place.
This is always going to be the same, isn't it? So it's actually
it almost can just sit on the actual move strategy, can't it?
Well, yeah, I'm thinking it has no state itself, so it could just be static.
If it's going to be static,
And then in here, I guess you have we could test it from this strategy, move home go strategy, because we can still pass in the ghost. Because in here we'd have something like if the ghost is direction. You don't have direction on ghost, do you? Oh, you do have direction on ghost.
We don't have direction on the ghost. We need it.
Wouldn't you say something like?
So if you if you're going to bump into a wall,
wouldn't you write something like new location equals, I don't know. So you'd move based on your current and the direction. So that would say where ideally you'd move to, and then you say if new location is a wall.
Yeah.
Or junction, I guess.
Well, it is a junction, isn't it? So you're always going to, if you hit a wall.
It's not wall or junction, because if you hit the wall, you can't go into it, whereas you can go into a junction. Thinking it might be as easy to say where am I now, rather than and then work out the new location.
So
basically say, am I at a junction?
Okay.
If I am, then start a new strategy, as it were.
Okay. And if I'm at a wall, then I can potentially turn the corner.
Yeah, junction. If we define a junction as anywhere where you can't go forwards.
Okay. So if you come to a T-junction, you can just keep walking in one direction, and that's fine.
Hang on, no, a junction, it can't be anywhere where you can't go forwards, because if you come with a T-junction to the left, you can turn down that.
Yeah.
So that
is it anywhere where you've got more than one choice?
Yeah, or you can't go forwards.
I'm putting the map on here. So if we're a ghost and we're moving, if we hit here, that's hitting a wall.
You can't go forwards.
So we can't go forward. So we have to change.
So that's a junction. Yeah.
But we can't go back on. But you can't go back on yourself because you can't change the direction back on yourself.
That's it.
But so if you coming down here, right? So coming down here.
What about there? So
just above. Yeah, you can change direction there. You can change direction three cells above as well if you want to.
Yeah.
And then
change there. Yeah.
All right. So it is any crossing point.
So it's anywhere where there's a junction.
Well, it's anywhere where you can change direction, is it? Is that the rule?
Yes, because if you hit a corner,
then you can change direction.
You can change direction because there is a change of direction available to you, isn't it?
Yeah.
So a change direction is where there's at least one location that's not in front of you.
Yes.
Yeah. So you literally just check. So you could move, right? You could move forward. And you could say, oh no, wait a minute, you can't move forward because if it's, oh no, so you have to check if the current place has more than 2 exit points.
No, it'll be, because that doesn't work for corners. I think it's any point, ignore the direction you came in, because you're not allowed to do that one. So if any of the other points available to you are not forwards, then that is a junction. Then you don't even have to check for a wall, because it naturally becomes a junction, if you see what I mean, because there's a space to the side of you.
Yeah, so you find all the available directions, and from that you subtract the opposite direction to our current direction. And then if we still have a remaining direction that's not the current direction, in fact, it's any available direction that's not the current direction and not the opposite direction, isn't it?
Yes.
Don't know that. Yeah, so that means then we got to make our decision. So then we can then say, we got, move to point.
So if that doesn't happen, we're just carrying on in the same direction.
Yeah. So here is
Yeah.
like direction will be
Move to point.
move
Yeah.
to point. Blah.
Pass
And
it all in.
Yeah, and then we got a new location is. In fact, we just return, or probably return that.
Yeah.
Yeah, move square, whatever. Yeah.
Awesome.
That doesn't sound too bad. That's pretty straightforward, actually.
Yeah. But this is going to be used for them moving home and following PacMan, right?
It's the same bit of code can be used for all of them. That's what's quite nice about it. So it doesn't want to sit here.
No.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's
In which case, should we move that into the move to point? So we always call the move to point, and it changes the direction if it needs to.
That would have to pass back the new square as well, wouldn't it? Or
no, because whatever comes back from move to point, we just move in that direction.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And it's a safe move.
Yeah. Yeah. So this code then.
Although the move function is then the same for every strategy anyway, because it's always going to move whatever's returned from move to point.
Yeah. The thing that's varying though is where you're heading to, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like you're heading to the PacMan, ahead of the PacMan, or the corner. So I think that's okay.
Yeah, but because they'd be denoted by the strategy, won't they? So the strategy of move home would know to pass in the home location. The one
in which case, should the move function just pass back the new coordinates and the direction? Because we're always going to apply the move in direction, regardless of which strategy we're doing.
I think it could do.
So the direction and the coordinates.
Yeah.
It seems a bit pointless though, because if you go past the direction,
you may as well just put it back in the other strategy almost. I think they're almost one and the same thing.
Yeah, but the thing is, what we need to do is, I guess what we can do is just make it so we duplicate it. So like the home one and the move to PacMan one.
They're doing the same.
And then just pull out the actual one bit of code which is actually duplicated and refactor it instead of actually kind of
trying to refactor it before
we're trying to I suppose optimize it a bit too much already.
Yeah,
but at least we know what we need to code now, which is good.
Yeah, I agree. So should we revert that back and then write a test for it around, because we've got some stuff around move to ghost home strategy, haven't we?
Yes.
Which we can apply kind of as long as it gets home.
Which it will because we've not put any walls in the way, so it will get home because it can change direction at every square with a lap.
Yeah.
So that should be all right.
Yes, but we should put more walls and stuff in it. That's what I meant.
I guess it depends on what level we want to test all this, doesn't it? Whether we want to test it at a lower level than this or.
Well, this will the code that we've just logically written shouldn't break any of the tests that we've done.
No.
Because it's moving freely without walls in the way, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. And even if you change this one where we directly chase to PacMan.
Yeah, it's still going to work. There's no walls in the way.
No, the thing is walls in the way.
That one takes walls into account,
Yeah, we take walls into account and stuff like that, and so you don't bump into the wall. That means it would change direction. So it is actually correct that it wouldn't go that way.
But it can reverse its direction at the moment.
Does it reverse its direction?
You can do, because you get this bouncing thing, don't you?
Yeah, but it would turn sideways in that respect.
Oh, right.
So it'd still fail to get to it.
Now, all I was meaning is if we went back to that where we had two classes, we had that static class.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
is that we could test that bit independently of strategies if we wanted to, by putting that code out.
Yeah, because you've got two things going on there. One is, can we move?
Yeah.
And the other one is, assuming we can move, where we move it to.
Yes.
Yeah. Which is easy. The top one's easy to test because you can just put, I'm going up, and my target is to the right of me.
Yeah. My
direction should now be turning right.
Yes. Unless there's a wall.
Yeah. Oh no, it wouldn't matter if there's a wall because we've already. Yeah, it would matter. So that will have to check for walls in there as well, won't it?
Yeah. But then the actual moving bit is quite straightforward because then all you're doing is just mutating your current location by the direction.
And just move it by direction, which is safe because it doesn't have to check for walls because move to point will never move to point.
It'll never give you an incorrect location.
It will never give you a location which is going to walk into a wall because that wouldn't be valid.
Yeah.
So you can safely move whatever way it tells you to move.
Yeah. So here actually all we're going to be doing is ghost
move.
Well, it'd be ghost equals ghost dot with direction.
Yeah.
If we had direction on a ghost, which
I would pass that back from move per point with.
Yeah. And then
should we put direction on the
what we called it on the other one? Yeah, and then that just returns. So strategy returns. Oh right, that's a bit weird now.
The strategy just returns where it's moving to because the ghost actually moves. Not the strategy. The strategy doesn't move. The strategy just tells it where it's moving to.
Where it's to move to. So it should just
So in there it just return back like I'm moving to 1-1.
If we passed in a cell location, then we can return cell location with direction.
Oh, because we need to know which direction they're facing as well.
Yeah.
So maybe the strategy should just pass back the direction as well. What's Ghost look like? I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm just looking at that. Ghost is a bit lacking at the moment.
Yeah.
We definitely need to add direction to Ghost.
So maybe it's moved in here. So maybe the actual move just calls strategy.get direction, and then that move, then the ghost moves itself.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's better.
And then because in here, then you say, oh, if I'm going up, then I'm minus X, down minus whatever.
Yes. Yeah. Strategy is just return direction. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because then we don't. Then we can mutate the ghost in the move method. We don't need to mutate it in the strategy, which is better.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then you could apply it straight into the next thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So we don't do that. So all we're going to return from here is just return direction. Then
And here, this should just return direction.
Yeah.
Well, we can refactor that now before we do all these changes.
Yeah.
Because then that'll just place in. And then the test shouldn't break, I think.
They will because the move right strategy. Oh no, the move right strategy is fine. It just doesn't it doesn't use direction. Move right strategy. Just return new. That's it. It's a strategy that's purely for testing. It's not one. It's not a game strategy at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's change our ghost strategy then to return a direction.
We got changed. Oh, it's just that thing. Can we revert that back?
I think we know what we're doing now. Yeah.
And then we'll go and refactor these downwards. So I guess ghost strategy needs to be a direction to start off with. Yeah.
Yes.
And then anything will influence a ghost strategy, which is move home.
Yeah.
At the moment, we can't move home. We just have to move direction.
Yeah.
in any direction at the moment.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Standing still. How do we stand still if we've got no direction?
Why have we? Oh, we need it for testing, don't we?
I think this is actually a game one, to be fair. I think we actually...
Knowable type. If you don't have a direction, you're not moving.
We could have it that, to be honest. It could work.
Where's that? Yeah, I was just thinking, can we not avoid that being used somewhere?
What about when the ghost
test? Because there technically isn't a standing still.
Well, isn't there, like when the ghost is in the house at the beginning and things like that?
I think they move.
Yeah, I think they move underneath each other because they can move through each other, can't they? Direct chase to PacMan strategy is scary.
Well, that's fine because this needs refactoring anyway, so let's just break it for a second.
Yeah, that one's probably relatively easy to fix anyway.
Yeah.
I guess once we get a little bit in, it should
exactly,
be.
It's the same thing. It's just heading PacMan, not the corner.
Yeah. And then this one.
So that now returns a new direction.
And then we can switch on that.
Yep.
Never remember how to write these things.
We need the equals before the switch. That's it.
And then
yep. So be x comma y minus
yeah.
Actually, oh yeah, because we're actually in the object itself, x.
Yeah, this is where that cell location class would probably be worth using.
Yeah, because then you just point it straight into there.
Yeah.
That's it. And you could also put cell location above, cell location below.
Yes.
So I don't know how big a refactor that is without looking at it.
Well, I'm going to add the, I'll add the helper methods to the cell location anyway. I quite like that idea.
Down +1, left.
It's -1.
Why is switch not working?
Check for null. Oh, you have got null.
Valid expression turns switch.
Oh, what are you switching on? You need direction before the
word
switch.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Oh, is it before it or after?
You have to be in
before.
Brackets.
Just before
that.
Yeah.
So on the end, yeah.
It's really hard to actually remember the new expressions. It's copy and paste them. They just look weird, right?
It's just as soon as you've used them a handful of times, you'll have them. I like them because I like the fact they're compact.
I'll break your code now.
Sure, this is called get next direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go for it.
Yeah, if you just go back to that, where were we? Ghost, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, on mine. Yeah, ghost. So we should be able to do. Oh, because it's not. Yeah. If we. Okay, I'll have to do it in 2 bits. So we say current location. We can refactor this out in a minute. So we're currently at x, y. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So now when we move up, we can say current location dot above there.
We could just put this on the cell location object itself and just have a method called transform, which returns back based on the direction.
Yeah. Well, hang on.
Yeah, that's much neater. Yeah, when I was doing those holes where the portals were, I was doing cell dot above.
Yeah.
Is wall. Apart from I was on a matrix, so I had to do bounds checking.
Yeah.
That in build.
Who knows? Some of it might.
You can't build, surely. No.
Goes right direction. Oh, let's just go to this.
Return right. That's easy. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's because it's not in front of the right thing. At least if we get this is.
What's it not doing? Do we pass in current direction? What do we
Well, we don't have a direction on the ghost at the moment.
No, we don't.
That should just work. Otherwise, it's still red.
It's just being awkward. No.
Does not implement the interface go through it as direction.
It's because you renamed it. It's get next direction, not move.
That's better.
And then there's standing still. I think there's 2 standing stills. Can we get rid of one? We don't really need this one.
Standing very still.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because there's one in the test, one in the implementation. Could we decide to use the implementation one as well as the test one, but they're both the same thing. So we don't really need that. And it's still good. So do we want to just like test it from that strategy from like home location maybe?
Okay.
And then, I don't know, because the ghost itself moves it, doesn't it? Oh, I suppose we've got the stuff we're sort of testing. The ghost moves into the right location, what we say the strategy should do. Because it's not that hard to test. Where's the ghost test? Oh, well, the direct trace to PacMan strategy testing. What we tested. We tested it like this. We got the ghost and put in with a direct trace to PacMan strategy. We put PacMan on the board. We put a wall in the way, and we said shouldn't walk into the wall. So we could actually just do the same thing for the direct trace to PacMan. We could just put places, and then we could actually move PacMan, and we should be able to move where he's going. So we say PacMan starts off as, well, I'll draw it in here. So say we got like, let's say like PacMan's here.
Yeah.
Here, and we've got the ghost here. We should say he should move up to there.
Yeah.
And what
and
we
then
can
it should turn right. Yeah.
And it should turn right to follow him. But we can also do the same thing of have that again, but I suppose in this case it's a bit different. So open it up to this,
Yeah.
And we could have it. We could have him there.
Yeah.
But the question is, do we want to
do 2 ticks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do we want to test it moving towards PacMan, or do we want to test it moving towards a point? Because the problem is, we'd have to recopy all this when we come to move to corner. Yeah,
it needs to be to a point. We should make a little grid like Kev's drawn, and just put the point on. So rather than put the PacMan on, just put that point on where we're expecting him to go to.
So we're testing at a lower level in this case.
And then check 2 ticks. So first ticky should be for 3 ticks. Yeah. First ticky should be up 1, second ticky should be up 2, third ticky should be right 1. Because it should turn round at that corner. We don't have to worry about him bumping into walls, because we've already got wall strategies that he's going to adhere to anyway.
But there's testing at the game level, the strategy level, or the component, bit of code that we've not written, which is the class.
It's just my worry was that we're going to end up testing it all twice. We're going to be testing the same code to move to a corner as we are to go to PacMan.
Yeah. If we go to a point and then we test the direct chase to PacMan, the place that it's chasing is the PacMan position, then you've covered it, haven't you?
Yeah, but if you change the implementation for that, you broke your tests straight away, and you've got to rewrite them. As if you got them at a higher level, your tests won't get broken when you refactor it all. So if you move that around to be in 3 different classes or all consolidated in one, you won't break your tests, will you? That's the difference. Can
we write one test that we can use for
You could have a data-driven test, couldn't you? Yeah. You could have a theory where you pass either the PacMan or a corner.
If you pass the if you put the PacMan at like 5, whatever it was on there, 5,1, and you put the home location at 5,1, then you can pass the 2 strategies in as data.
In fact, it's only really a question of test data, isn't it? It's a question of test data. So you can have a class that in XUnit, you can have a class that gives out test data.
Yeah.
So we could have that, so we write the test once now for PacMan, and then when we go to do the test for going to the corner, we just consume the same test data from a class. If that makes sense.
Yes. Yeah. But the ghost is going to be going in the same direction. But I suppose they've got different. Unless we can change the strategy to take in how it resolves the point. I think we should just write one test.
I think we write one and then we refactor it to make it common after. Yeah, let's just do one.
Because if you do the direct chase PacMan, that's quite the simplest. Well, not simplest, but there's just one of them. But then there's different ones where it's chasing in front of the PacMan, below the PacMan, whatever else. And I think for that point, we could just rip out the bit what says where am I going to into its own kind of point finder thing or something.
Yeah, because in the chase to in front of PacMan, what you really wanted to test is the target point for space in front of PacMan.
Yeah.
But then that strategy might be just then chase to go to point or something, but then it takes in the thing what resolves where it's going to.
Yeah.
So then you could then mock out a part of that test about what the point is. So now it stops caring about PacMan because we test, because PacMan is something what it takes in the game and it spits out the PacMan coordinates in the strategy.
Yeah.
But it could take in the game and spit out the ghost.
Yeah.
The big ghost home coordinates.
So you're saying that all the strategy should do is spit out the coordinates?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, the strategy should return back the direction, but it might take in another class, which is, I think it's just going to be them like 3 lines, which are like taking the PacMan direction or get the other thing.
Yeah.
But I think if we write it for one thing, we'll be able to just pull that out into like a dependency.
Let's just write it and see what we get, I think.
Yeah. Too much talking about it.
Yeah.
So should we just see which one's break first, and then we can.
Yeah, I think they're all going to break.
Well, no, these are all going to break.
Most of them shouldn't.
No, these are well
because we used to move. Down. We used to move the move right ones, and the stay still will all be fine. It's only that one that break.
Yeah. So I suppose.
But to a certain extent, do we need to test? It doesn't matter if move towards PacMan breaks, because we don't actually need that strategy once we've built the new one. Because we don't need a move.
It depends if we're repurposing these ones or building a completely new one.
But if we're repurposing it, it doesn't matter if it breaks now, because we're going to be writing a slightly different test anyway, aren't we?
Yeah. Well, I think these tests should still be valid, because it should move towards PacMan each time.
Yeah.
In theory, because they should just work the same.
Because it's just going to move junction to junction to junction, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't walk into a wall.
Nope, that's right.
But then again, I think this one goes backwards, does it? So it takes PacMan's 3-5.
Yeah, that one will.
3-5 walls below it. And the walls to the right of it.
Between them, the walls between them. So PacMan's on the left, Ghost on the right. So it would
move. I know that's right. So this is the same. It shouldn't go into a wall. It doesn't care.
Yeah. Doesn't care which way it's gone. Yeah.
It doesn't care which way it's gone next, so that shouldn't break as well.
Yeah.
I think they was all kind of built like that.
So what should not walk into wall 2? Same thing, isn't it? PacMan's, that's up and down, isn't it? So
I think
it's between them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, it's just checking that it's not gone into the wall.
So yeah, I think what we need to do is just kind of maybe build out these to be what we actually want them to be.
Yeah.
So we should start by giving I don't know, should
turn at a junction. Although it should turn at a junction if it's right to turn at the junction.
How about should turn at a corner? Because that's always true.
Yes, yes. And there's no rules to which way it should turn. It's got to turn.
Yeah, exactly.
And not back on itself.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah. So this is.
This is quite a good test actually, because that means you've got to add direction.
Well, we can pass it 4 sets of data. Well, we can pass it 1 map and 4. No, you can't pass it 1 map. 4. It'd need 2 maps, wouldn't it, to test them all?
So I guess
it's got to end up there.
It doesn't make any difference where the PacMan is in this scenario, does it?
No, it's going to turn wherever.
Yeah.
So if it is going up.
So that would be the starting point, and the ending point should be at 3.
It should be there.
Next one over. Next one over.
Should be there, shouldn't it? Oh no.
No, I was going to say it should be.
Yeah. So if it's like that,
should be there.
Then you should go to.
So 2 ticks, he should end up there, facing right.
Yeah.
So is it better to put in 1 space below and do 2 ticks? So actually put in there.
Yeah,
and then let 2 ticks occur and make sure that it does what we expect it to do.
Yeah, right, you could even do 3 ticks and move them on 1 more.
Why do they never line up?
Because that character's wide, isn't it?
On a mono.
It's a monospaced font with a wide character.
I'll just ignore that. So yeah, let's just copy. this, and then we just change it around. So if you say I go set, that's 0.
Do you want to do it 0, 1?
1. That's
so 1, 2. Facing upwards.
Yeah, that's 3. We don't have a direction we're facing.
We haven't got direction, yeah, have we?
We should probably pass that in. That needs to be passed in anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's going to break everything for the world.
If we're going to, yeah, okay. Now's probably the time to replace X and Y with a cell location in that case.
And be done with it.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna have to go for every place anyway. So.
Well, you got to go through that. So you got to go through every constructor.
Yeah.
And it does mean that when we're writing it, we can use cell location above and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is much easier. You could do with a is wall as well on cell location and pass it the walls. Oh, we didn't. Oh yeah, we have got the direction. That's lowercase direction. That one.
Sure.
Yeah, because we've just changed it.
Oh yes. Oh no, wait, direction. So that. Oh, it can't be nullable. So wait a minute. So it's new direction or next direction. No, that doesn't work either.
You've not made it nullable in the class, have you? Let me check.
No, it doesn't need to be nullable, does it? It should be always facing a direction. But to be fair, it shouldn't probably have been nullable anyway. But because of the other thing, what's passing it can pass back null to keep it still. It'll keep still, but it's facing in the same direction. But so that's fine. It's just
it's okay.
Yeah.
Board loader. Which way are they facing?
Left, I think. I'm pretty sure they're always left. Do you want me to fire it up?
Nice. It doesn't make. To be fair, it doesn't make any difference.
Doesn't make any difference. We can change it anyway.
Cell location.
Fire it up after it's crashed.
Thinking that was base left at the time we're in.
Left.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, space.
It's crashed.
We're going to have to refactor about 50,000 tests, of course.
Let's just get rid of the else code in this class. That's what I use at the moment. So yeah, there's quite a lot of red everywhere. Oh, guess.
Missing direction. Need direction, yeah.
I think it makes a difference which way it's facing there.
Which way are we saying direct? Is it left by default for our ghost then?
Yeah, it is now. Why do I have a cell location in Ghost?
One's its home location and one's its. Yeah, you just need to paste in direction.
That's the odd one, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, then that needs to go in there.
Yeah, I don't need to fix half of it. I'd been putting in cell location, I hadn't done these directions.
Okay.
I'll fix all the rendering.
I've got IntelliSense this time, by the way.
Does it work?
Mm.
Weird. So I think it's only in board renderer. That's
Map
because
layout's got some reds.
Oh, you're in there. I wasn't getting anything from that. I was thinking, what's it called? I presume that was David. Were you changing board renderer then?
No, it wasn't.
that was me. Sorry.
That was you. So it just didn't look like it was. I was flicking out. I thought you were somewhere else.
I've done map layout though.
I was getting no IntelliSense, so it was like, what did we call it?
I think that should be it, actually.
And then suddenly it appeared.
Directions is not
connected.
That's an autocomplete failure somewhere.
Oh, do we need to say that's because it's files aren't all saved, I think, maybe. There we go.
Hey,
look
at that for teamwork though, eh?
Yeah, twice as fast.
Does it test?
It won't test because after the things are just...
It was broken anyway.
Yeah, but how broken?
Well, it's not too bad. Just 9 failing tests.
Oh, no, there's an assertion failure because it's asserting X and Y, not location.x and Y.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they're a little bit harder to find, aren't they? Because they don't produce errors.
These ones, isn't it?
Yeah.
So there should be actually cell location.
Yeah.
Ghosts? No, it should be just location equals. So really it should be like, we did like that.
Yeah.
That would be the same. So I just need wrap it in location. This one.
What are you doing for the test? Just creating a new location. Is it location? It's called.
Yeah, well, it's just an object with them properties inside it. So I'm just creating
equals new, because we've got some more of them, haven't we? Equals new.
You've got some more.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a direct chase to PacMan strategy test.
Horrible format.
That's better. That's a proper error.
Yeah, perfect. Whereas
Oh, nope.
This one doesn't board load a test. Oh yeah.
I've just changed those ones literally.
Yeah.
Just in the process of. That's right, isn't
it? This should be. Oh, do we expose home location?
Home location is as well, isn't it?
Is that just X and Y?
Oh, what have we done?
Home location is a location, isn't it? Yeah.
You got home location X, which passes on to home location.x at the moment.
All right, so I'll still pass. So we can leave.
Yeah,
them,
that should still work.
That's fine. Okay, should we see if we run them and see if they. Yeah, we've only got 4 now.
4 now.
That seems legit.
So move towards PacMan. We took it away, so it isn't going to move.
Yeah, so I think
Go should go home. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, so they're all just positions on go home, move to PacMan.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's cool. So we go back to our ghosts. What tests were they? Direct chase to PacMan tests. All right, here we are. Yeah, so is this where we're literally just got to change them to left?
So direction.
We want to go up.
It should be up, shouldn't it? Yeah.
And then PacMan should be. We can put
1, 2, 3. 3, isn't it? 3, 2, 3, 1. I'll put them before 1.
Yeah.
No, so that's X.
1.
0, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so the next space would be 4.
4, 1.
Yeah.
Put in there.
Anything again, right?
Yeah.
Then we have to work out the walls.
Yeah, so not,
No.
not, 1 0.
1 0.
2 0, 3 0. And then you've got 1 0. Sorry, 0 1.
And then we also
and then on the next line you've got 0 2, 2 2, and 3 2.
What's that? No.
2 2 and 3 2.
Yeah. And then I guess we just want to
tick and check whether he's in the right place and facing the right way.
Yeah.
He should be still be facing.
Will he be facing up, or is he facing right at that point?
He'll still be facing up, isn't he? Because weren't we going to say we're going to evaluate it on the current move?
Well, yeah. So it should be up.
Yeah.
So we just tick in and then evaluate it, and then or do we just go tick, 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 and then check it?
You could tick, tick, tick. I mean, he can't get to that location if he failed the first one.
I think because I feel like it should just go.
I can write an implementation that does.
Yeah.
Yeah, three ticks.
Yeah,
Not
3
4.
ticks, not 4. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, and ends up here.
And then he should be at 0 1 2. He should be at 3 1, facing right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now we've just got to make it happen.
Oh, that should be equivalent to, not be equivalent to.
Okay. Just want to run your test, make sure it fails.
It just returns down. So.
Yeah.
Oh, does it? Oh, that's all right then.
Yeah. So it can't be anything else. Show turn corner. It says was.
Okay.
From random values.
Yeah, he's gone. Yeah, 1 5. He's gone down 3 squares, which is what we'd expect.
Yeah. So I guess
So I think we need to say. Well, we have to go back to our.
Where are we? Direct chased. We should.
Yeah. So available moves. So it gives us all available moves. And then remove.
Do we want to? Yeah, we want to remove any that are.
Yeah.
In the reverse of the direction.
Yeah. So we remove ghost dot direction.
Can we write a extension method for?
Yeah, opposite direction, I think.
For opposite direction.
Yeah. And then what are you saying?
That's it, really. No, we can't. We can't move direct. We can't remove direction.
No.
We can only remove opposite direction.
Yes. In fact, and then all we need to do to get our test to pass is return.
Yes, because we haven't worked. Yeah, once we've got the available moves, of course. Yeah.
Yep.
Do you want to?
So we just need to write available.
Yeah.
Get available moves, don't we?
Yeah. So that takes in location. No, that's our location.
I'm not getting the cursors of who's where.
All right, Kevin's at the top. I'm at the bottom. What are walls? Where are we now?
I don't know why I'm not getting them. But then, you are getting them. Yeah.
What I don't get is the little light bulb tooltips. But
it was working. Were you in studio earlier?
No, I've not moved. I've not moved like the thingy.
But when we first started the session, were you in studio?
No, I've been
in code the whole time.
Yeah.
Because I had them earlier. It's just without the cursor, it's quite hard to type in amongst it if you can't see the cursors.
Yeah.
The worst bit is the fact it moves up and down as Kevin types.
Yeah.
So when he adds a line, the whole screen shoots up.
The whole screen pushes.
So it's always better to write on top.
You can't see my cursor, can you? Or I've just put it.
No, because it says you're even not got any files open. So when I tried to follow you earlier, it said you was not editing any files.
That's weird, isn't it? It's weird.
So up, down, up, right, left, right. Why is this switch statement not working? It's not done all possible combinations.
Oh yeah, you have to. Enumerations are exhaustive because you can have a.
Oh yeah, 1 or something.
Yeah,
exactly. 0 or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you know, and not implement exceptional. So.
You probably don't need that check for x being greater than 0.
Okay.
Because it's only checking for items in that list, isn't it?
Yes. We need to handle portals somehow, but
yeah. Yeah, because a portal.
Because ghosts go through portals.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine because there won't be a wall in the way.
Yeah, you said they only went through the portal because they're just still going in that direction.
Because they're still going in that direction.
Yeah,
so
but when we do the move on the ghost, maybe that needs to take the portal.
That needs to take the portal into account. Yeah.
Oh, we should move it through the portal.
Yeah. Just fudge it. The portals are on the edge of the map. So just do a mod.
They might not be. I was playing like a PacMan game where the portals were in the middle of the board.
Where you can put wherever you want.
And there were multiple ones, so you could just go from one side of the board to the other side of the board.
It is quite odd when you look at it in straight rules of that implementation, or whether you look at it as a set of rules.
Yeah. I think this needs playing. No, I read only collection. Oh,
rules. It's because it's not a. It's.
Oh, I did angle brackets. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring the namespace in.
It's brought in.
It's because they're cell locations, aren't they?
This is location. Oh yeah.
One is a cell location, and the other one's.
Yeah. we could have a method on cell location, I guess, that returns as a tuple.
Well, either that or is it? No, it's too big a deal to, to refactor.
You can remember how to do an
explicit.
implicit conversion.
Pass.
I can Google it.
Yeah, go on then, because I can't remember it.
Just put a method on. Just put an extension method.
So I can read them. I can never remember how to write them.
You never write this. It's because you don't write very often, do you, generally?
Are you looking up, Kevin?
Yeah. So when we go to cell location, it's so the signature is that the access modifier, static implicit operator, converting type, convertible type.
Presumably you don't need that. Converting type.
Yeah, so you need the
some of that.
That should
maybe
be right.
need cell location in there.
I don't think you do.
Do you need it? Do you need this? No. This is like a.
I've done this before. Let me find
Being static. It's not looking at the instance, is it, or is it? I can't remember.
I think is it just what? Right hand side. Yeah, so that's what you're coming out of into, and then you need the cell location.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And then pass cell location dot x and y.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say you had no instance to work on.
I think it doesn't make it like easy to read because that just looks weird.
Yeah.
Yes.
That just looks well odd. Doesn't even look like C# to be fair. Lots of brackets everywhere. So yeah, that is understood that. It doesn't understand down.
Is it not down then? Have I got the wrong name for it?
Below.
Yeah. Build?
Doesn't build on mine, but maybe it builds on yours.
Yeah, it builds. Does it run tests? Should take a note. X should be 3.
3, but found 1. But Y was presumably correct.
It looks like it's continuing to go up. So it's decided to go up. No. Yeah, so it looks like it keeps going up.
And what's Y? Does it tell us what? So Y is correct though. Why would Y be correct?
Well, it'd make the first move okay. Oh, right, I see, yeah.
This is welcome to the left.
If it doesn't contain left, add direction left. It doesn't contain right, add direction right. It doesn't contain above. That's fine, isn't it?
Yeah.
Available moves.
Remove the one that's opposite to the direction while they're going in. So if you're going up, it's going to still remove.
Take away down. Yeah. Because you don't want to be moving down.
Yeah, that's right.
Leave us with right.
Should leave with right, and that should go right?
Because that's the only one available.
Assuming is cell location up, down, left, right, above, below, working.
Wait a minute. But what happens when it's turned right? So say it's in. So say we're here now, and we're saying term. We're
right.
turn
right and then move.
And move.
So we should go there.
So
because we're on the right line.
Yeah, that's odd.
Right. All the move directions work, don't they? Because oh no, because it's not turned, has it? It's not turned.
Well, it looks like it's turned upwards because it was. Oh no, it's going upwards anyway.
Do it. Check it each tick, or debug it.
Maybe debug it.
Let's do one tick
and see where it is. See whether it's.
So one
tick should be there, facing up.
Yeah. So that one should be 0. No.
1, 1, 1. Facing
1, 1,
up. Yeah.
Which it isn't.
Did you
run it? Correct strategy, isn't it? It's not.
What?
Has it got the correct strategy?
Standing. Oh no, yeah, direct chase to PacMan. Yeah.
It doesn't think it's going home.
No, because it's got direct chase to PacMan there.
Yeah, because it only goes home when it dies, doesn't it?
It doesn't matter whether. Yeah, I was going to say it doesn't matter because we're not chasing position, but that's fine, isn't it?
Yeah, we're not calling go home, which just changes the.
Yeah, I was just making sure it defaulted to the right one, but I think.
Hang on, just go up a minute. Location. What's the strategy when on that constructor? What?
Yeah, because we're not passing in a current strategy, so that's null. So that should be set to strategy, which is the correct one.
Yeah, that's right.
So is it our move method then? Get next direction.
Wait a minute.
No. At the end of on line 41 of Ghost, I think when you create the new Ghost, you return the home look. Oh no, it's all right. I was thinking you return home strategy first, but you don't. It's this home location.
Yeah. I think we have to put a breakpoint in.
So this one, I'll just doing one tick.
Okay.
Where's it gone to?
Let's just run that again. So one tick goes to 3, 1.
No, it's a 1. It's not 3, 1. It's expecting 3 and got 1.
Oh yes, okay. So x is 1. Oh yeah, that's right then.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's correct. That's at 1. That's at 1, 1 now.
So do 2 ticks now, and it should move sideways.
So expected but found.
But found 2.
Yeah,
still facing upwards though. It shouldn't be facing upwards.
All right. So there's something wrong with
the turning.
Oh wait, is it because we're not setting it on Ghost properly? New direction is the new direction. No, that should be right. So if new direction is not null.
Because it's working out the correct.
It's working it out, yeah.
Yeah. So it's that line that's not working somehow.
As it's passing it in to the next direction. No.
Oh right.
Ghost direction opposite. No, because that's all right.
Well,
it's definitely assigning direction to the Ghost, isn't it?
We're not assigning the direction to the Ghost when the constructor.
There it is. We're not putting it
in. It's just unfortunate it's defaulting to up. Right.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's.
It would have been better if it defaulted to null.
I know it defaults to the what?
The first one in the enum might have 0 in the enum, which would be up probably. We'll put it up first.
Yeah.
Let's just go back to the test and just put all the ticks in because I think that should work. It's actually setting it.
Yeah, it's worked, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's worked.
Yeah. Hey, let's go and test that one.
Well, that's almost the whole.
Well, we need to go to a junction. We need to go to a junction now.
Yeah.
A junction with PacMan in it. should turn towards PacMan.
So if you take that X out on the second line, that should do it, shouldn't it?
X, this one?
No, the one. Well, you could take that one out. That one's fine. You could take both of them out. Yeah, I was thinking that one. But you could take both of them out, really.
Yeah, take the one above.
One above, one below.
And the one on the left, yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah, because it shouldn't pick either of those.
And if we have PacMan here,
yeah.
What's a PacMan symbol?
Okay.
A C or that.
Okay, so that means we need to remove the wall from 0,
1, 0 and 0, 1, isn't it? 1 out and 0, 1.
Yeah. And then we should put PacMan.
You got comma there.
Oh, is that, yeah.
He's all right because he's going to keep going right anyway.
He's like in the right location anyway, isn't he? Right.
Let's say he's moving further away.
So we should still end up with the same outcome, right?
No, not yet. We shouldn't. It should. Yeah, yeah. The outcome. The
outcome of the test should be the same.
Outcome,
right?
yeah, but it shouldn't. It should fail now. Yeah.
Yeah.
It might just flukily pass it.
It passed it.
By fluke, because the first. Hang on.
Left.
First should be left. Yeah, it should go left first.
Huh? Fine.
It can't pass it. How could it possibly pass it? First one should be left, and then it should have to go a whole move further.
Let's just save all the files.
Hang on.
Oh, wait a minute. Is it because the tests are in different order?
Has it passed?
Oh, yeah. No, it's not passed. It's here.
No.
It's failed. It is because the tests are in alphabetical order.
Can we be evil and comment out the failing tests for the moment?
Yeah. What's the shortcut to comment in here? In VS Code?
I don't know. If it's not Control KC, I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. There you go. We get there's another one blown up somewhere, but
okay,
don't worry about that. Yeah.
It's saying it's getting -1, yeah. So
which is right.
Yeah. So I think we need to say.
Right. So
if we've got more than one, well, if we've only got one.
If we've only got one, yeah, then return first.
The first. That's easy.
That's easy. Yeah. Right, and then the next one is you don't need the else, do you?
Okay, yeah.
Because you dropped out. Then you just need to work out which one's closest.
Yeah. Okay. So X difference.
Do we need? We could. Do you want X difference? Just do a difference.
I was going to work out difference in X, difference in Y.
Well, then you know which direction to go, wouldn't you? If there is difference in X and Y. If you just took the total difference, you'd know. Oh,
you don't need to know because it'll be. You kind of want to tag that onto the end of the available moves and work out what the distance is on each of them. The dictionary of available moves and the distance.
You want so you want all the possible moves to where you get into in the point.
Yeah, so you take the moves that you can that you can now use, and then work out the distance for each one of them and take whichever one's less.
I was going to work out the ideal moves and then work in order and then just work down them until one of them is the available one. But I guess it's the same thing.
Yeah. Obviously, you take the list of available moves, work out the distance of each one, and then take the shortest, the smallest one.
Yeah. Okay.
So link, you can do it in link, can't you? If you did direction equals available moves dot select select
you do select
do a distance, whatever you do for the distance, order by whatever first.
Can you not do min? Does that not give you that?
I'll give you that as well. Yeah, even better.
Or does min give you the?
Yeah, I'll give you.
Min gives you direction. That's perfect. Yeah, that's what we want.
But how are we working out all the possible moves?
We just need to implement
just work out this. Just need to implement the distance. That's all we need to do.
Yeah.
So we need to do.
So that's possible direction.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right.
Mine did that as well.
Yeah.
So then you want the distance from distance
to a point. So you should be passing the point.
Yeah. Of possible distance.
No, that's just like game.pacman.x and y. Because you calculating the distance, how far it's going to take.
Yeah, you want. Available moves is just a direction, do it? So you want ghost.
No, that should be Pacman.
Add direction and target.
Yes.
Yeah. Or ghost.
Yeah, cool.
Location.
We can override.
That's possible direction, though, isn't it? That should be possible direction. The first one.
No, but we can create a operator on on cell location where you can add a direction, and it returns.
Yes.
So we could write. We could write that.
Yes.
That's quite nice. Don't you think?
Yeah,
or maybe just return to Manhattan distance or something to the.
So yeah, if you did that, then.
Because then, yeah, calculate distance is easy. It's just difference in x plus difference in y.
Yeah. So you're just going to return, but is it called cell location?
Yeah.
Is it maths?
Yeah.
Abs, yeah. Abs. 2.y. 2.x. 2.capital X.
Yeah, it's capital now.
From .x. Abs. 2.y. Minus from.y.
Yeah.
There.
And then all we need to do is on cell location now is to define a plus operator. I think you do operator.
And put the plus there. Yeah.
And then presumably it's
direction you need to put.
Yeah, comma direction maybe.
No, it's operator. It'll be. Where is that? Cell location. Where is cell location there? It's. I lost it. Operator. Isn't it? Isn't it cell loc? Isn't it that?
Could be. I don't know without looking it up.
Is it implicit? No.
No, this has to bring back a.
You need to return the cell location, don't you?
That's before this. So pull the static blah operator that.
And then the direction.
And then that is the
Yeah.
direction what you plus into. But then again,
That's-
something like that.
Does it not take 2 arguments?
Parameter must be a union operator contained. Parameter of a union
Overload.
must contain. There must be the containing type. You said you can only add a containing type to it. So if it's cell location plus cell location, it's happy with that.
Public static cell location.
Because it's not a union operator. That's for one, isn't it? So then you have to pass the current and the X. Yeah, you're right. You have to pass both of them, don't you? So you have to pass. You have to pass the cell location and the direction.
Yeah, because it's static. Otherwise, we haven't got a location to work on, have we?
Yeah.
That's good.
Right.
I get the error message now.
So that one can return direction. That one can return location. Ah, hang on. Yeah. That one's location. Yeah.
That's quite nice if this works.
It'll work now. Oh no, we haven't got the target.
No.
So back on the direct chase to. Where's the target?
Target is PacMan, isn't it?
So that's game.pacman then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just need to create a new cell location from PacMan.
So if we go back to cell locations, we'll have an explicit conversion going the other way.
From which one? Oh, from a tuple to.
Yeah. Bit weird because you just pick up the whole thing and drop it that way around.
Yeah, we double brackets on the int-x in y.
Oh yeah.
And lose the brackets on the cell location. Yeah, we need to get rid of that.
Oh right, okay. Oh yeah, that's why it looked weird before. Right, got you.
We don't need that. That's the name of the thing, which should be.
Yeah.
What is this?
No, it isn't, because it's got to return a cell.
No, because that's a location. So you just it's that, and that is x. That should be x, small x.
Oh yeah.
And that's y.
Yeah.
That's better.
And then the other side, if you. Oh no, PacMan's just x and y though.
Yeah, so you need to put brackets. You need to do a.
You could just create a new cell from him.
Yeah, can't create a new cell.
That would be quicker, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a semicolon on the end.
That was complete. Have we got? Oh, we ain't got.
1, 2, 3. 3 we need.
Well, it doesn't like the whole thing.
It doesn't like.
Can't convert int to PacMan.
Oh, because it's returning an int, isn't it?
Oh.
Oops.
Sorry, I've just moved the code. Let's see
I don't think.
Yeah, it's not. It's that min is trying to return an int.
Yeah, that won't work because that returns like all of these, the minimum calculated distance.
Yeah. So what you want to do is what we'd got before.
Yeah.
Select it, order it. Yeah.
You need a min by really, don't you, rather than a min.
Yeah.
Wish you couldn't do
that. No, you need to return a tuple if you're going to do that. Otherwise, you're just going to return the smallest value.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
You have to create something as this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Select.
So this should be
there
like.
There must be a min by function someone's written in link.
So you want direction.
Yeah.
And then distance. Yep. And then in.
Hang on. Why don't we just do order by? Why don't you just take all that out? Just put instead. Just do available moves. Order by.
Yeah.
That lot.
Oh yeah, take it.
Yeah.
Take
all of that lot. Take that bit out. That's what I meant the first time round.
Yeah, you still need to take the first. Yeah.
Yeah.
First.
And then we don't need.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Nope. Sorry, I'll let go now.
Yeah.
Cursor's going all over the place.
Sorry, that was me.
It's all right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And the test.
That should work now. Right, what's failing?
Yeah, that's the
Should go home.
So would that work for every possible scenario?
Yeah.
That seemed a bit easier than we were expecting.
Should we write another test just to prove it a bit more complicated?
That's quite nice because you know when we started thinking about what we had to do for that, it seemed a bit messy.
Yeah.
Whereas that's really easy.
Yeah, I agree. Let's create another board with PacMan on it. So I think.
What type of board are you doing this time?
I think we don't need a thing across the day, so
we could do it.
So say PacMan's. So say there's like some kind of tunnel. Crap.
You want two junctions, don't you?
Yeah. So I want to put the ghosts at one side and
PacMan on the other.
Yeah. So I don't know how I'm going to draw this.
I think I know what you mean.
So maybe. Oh, that's going to do the same thing. So I was going to put like the ghost down here, like. Yeah, and then stick PacMan up here. And make him say walks into war because he'll turn left instead because he's not taking the routes, is he? He's just taking the.
No, he's taking whichever square would get him closer on that one square. He's not route finding.
Is that right or wrong?
What for his behaviour?
Yeah,
it's right. He doesn't route find.
Oh, okay. That makes it quite nice and easy then.
It basically just goes like if PacMan's there and he hits there, he says, right, is that closer? Is that closer? That one's closer. Go that way then.
Okay, we can. That's fine. That's
I did a minus operator to cell location, so you can subtract one from the other to give you the distance.
Cool.
You've just done one, you say?
Yeah.
So I don't think that's actually that too bad if we have these. So what this. So what I was going to pull out is like this into the strategy. So if we rename the strategy to direct to direct to strategy, right? And then we just pull out this as a dependency of like get point. We're going to. We could pass in a game object, and then we don't care if this is PacMan or the other thing.
Say that again. Do
we want to just commit what we've got? I know it just breaks.
Yeah, because it's sort of working,
just,
isn't it?
Run a test after I did my change.
What?
I just did a change. Let's see if it still works.
Okay.
Operating
no,
it doesn't. Cell location and cell location. So what? Because that horrible statement you probably got wrong. Static int operator, cell location from, cell location to, because you've not used the namespace for maths.
Oh,
what's the names?
Oh,
yeah, I was going to say.
Got it.
I'll let you do that because I don't know what namespace it's in.
Oh, it's just
System, I guess. Is it system? Pretty
No,
sure.
it can't be because otherwise,
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
system.
it's-
Oh, system.math.
Yeah, I think that passed and it's broke one of the other tests. Yeah, that worked.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just should go home.
So if you just commit that, what's that? Reworking.
That's ghost logic. Yeah, it's reworking direction.
So what I was thinking is that this, because if you rename now this to direct to
Location.
strategy.
Yeah, direct to, that's it.
And then if we then take in another and that had that on it. So then we chuck this in here. So that method, and then we have one which is which then just takes this out. Yeah, and then you pass in the game to that.
Yeah.
And then that should work exactly the same. Because we're not really changing anything, we just ripped the middle out of it. There's no arguments passed to direct. Oh yeah, because our tests are passing it in now. New pack. Direct to PacMan location. Or they need to rename something else. No, what's with that? Why does it still fail?
Game change loader.
Oh, it's that one.
They'd be doing.
It's only that one because other ones are standing still. Yeah, so that still passes. And then if we write the other tests, we can just literally just plumb in the other one. So it's actually it is more tests, but
it's not many tests though, is it?
No, it's only the ones where we're replacing them things.
If we do the go, we could probably just jig the go home now.
Yeah.
now that we've got that.
Go straight home strategy. So I don't think that strategy needs to exist now.
Goes right.
Because the strategy is like just telling it where home is. And home is where the ghost is now. Oh, but then home doesn't know where the ghost is. Oh no.
That's the go right. That's the go right one though.
Yeah, well then home.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one we want. Yeah.
So
Move go home strategy.
Yeah, we want a new direct to home location rather than a strategy, don't we?
yeah, that's what I mean. But then I suppose we'll have to pass. Oh no,
The only thing.
That's fine. That's all you need. Yeah, that works.
Yeah. So that should work fine. If you just have a public class direct to ghost.
Yeah, and it takes its X and Y in its constructor.
Yes, that's it. I was just going to put the thing in, but yeah, X and Y.
Or cell location. Yeah.
Well, I was going to pass in the ghost name so you could look up what ghost it was on the game. But yeah. I don't mind. Which one?
Yeah, and do it that way. Yeah, just pass the cell location.
But then if they change the home locations of where the game.
That's fine. The ghost should know if its home's moved, shouldn't it?
Yeah, but this will be created when it first gets constructed, won't it?
It's a property of the ghost, so the ghost is going to pass it around. Every time the ghost is mutated, it's going to pass that on, isn't it?
Oh yeah, okay.
So if the ghost moves its home, it could just create a new object at that point.
Yeah, that's actually true. So you could just keep creating new ones of these, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
It's cool.
And then that can just disappear and die.
Yep.
And then wherever my code breaks, we just fix it. Which is here.
Yeah.
So there you can pass in the
direct.
So it's still going to be a direct to strategy. Yeah, but it takes that, and then it takes in that. Probably wants cell location round it.
Was it cell location?
Yeah.
In which case we can remove the other cell location from the constructor, can't we? So it doesn't need to know its home separately now.
What's with that? Why is? Oh, there we go.
Do we need that in the constructor?
And
why don't we just change the constructor of ghosts to? Oh, I suppose we only want to do it once, don't we? Create it.
That would be home P.
Yeah, but no, let's change the constructor of ghost actually. So
the ghost creates its own.
Yeah.
Ghost.
Yeah. Take that whole line out, and then take the whole line out. Yeah. Because then it can just use.
Because they all have a ghost home strategy.
So 37 instead of having 37, it can use whatever's on 35. Then that makes that much easier. And then when we have to create new ones, we don't have to pass around as much.
Yeah.
Why does it even need to create a go home strategy in its constructor? It only needs it when you swap.
Yeah.
Well, so I suppose you could just have a different strategy.
It doesn't need a home strategy. It can just create the home strategy on the fly when you tell it to go home.
Yeah, the only disadvantage of that is we're going to be allocating stuff all over the place because every time we mutate the ghost, we're then going to
create a home strategy.
Yeah, create a new home strategy and a new go home thing or go to point thing.
Yeah.
What we could have it as a nullable Yeah, why don't we make it nullable on the constructor so we don't have to set it? And then in the constructor, we say the home strategy is either the one that's passed in, or if it's null, then it's a new, what's the
Why do we need to pass it in?
Well, I don't think we even need to set it, because we only need to know the current strategy. We can just change the current strategy to be the go home one. So we know inside
when we want it.
Yeah, we can do. It just means you've got to create new objects each time, but
no, only once when you say go home.
Yeah.
But then when you
because every single time when you copy it, you copy in the go home strategy then.
Yeah, but then you're going to lose your original strategy. Does that matter?
No,
keep the original strategy.
We got the original. We got original strategy.
Original and the current.
And the current one, haven't we? We
just don't need, yeah, sorry.
Don't
need to pass that one round. Yeah.
No, you're right. So let's.
So I don't think we need.
So get rid of that completely. Yeah. We need home location. Yeah.
We don't need home strategy. No. We just need to set the current strategy to the home strategy when we create it.
When we go home, yeah, but
so new it up there, yeah.
Yeah, so direct to strategy with a new what do we call it?
Where was it?
We don't even need to call it a home strategy now. You can just do it as a direct to, can't you?
Direct to ghost home location.
Yeah.
Well, it is just a point that we're giving it, not even giving it the. I don't know. I feel like we should actually just pass it the ghost, and it just pulls up the ghost itself, instead of it just being.
Yeah. Otherwise, we may as well just call direct to point.
Yeah.
And get rid of the second method.
So I still think you should track it passing the ghost there.
Okay.
And then this.
I think he's already got a.
It's got home location as a cell.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, home location as a cell. Yeah.
We just need to expose it.
Well, I suppose that actually we should just set so the. Oh no, you can't set the current ghost.
No, you can't. Yeah.
You just have to copy it off of it. Yeah. It doesn't have a location.
It will have in a second.
I think it is.
It will when I change it.
There it is.
Yeah, because then it just passes go to ghost home's location and pass it to the ghost.
Yeah.
And then we can just say the suddenly changing to home location. And then we just say the current strategy is now the home strategy. Yeah.
So that move. Oh, David's corrected it. That's right then.
Yeah, and this is still complaining as well. More brackets.
Yeah.
Everybody wants
more brackets.
Yeah.
Everybody wants more brackets.
One, two.
Feel like we need some kind of ghost factory.
Yeah.
To create these things.
You never want a ghost factory, I'm sure of that.
How are these going to be breaking now? Because of these passing the direct to strategy. Oh, these ones will go home. The ghost should not move when PacMan is dying.
You can pass anything there, can't you?
Yeah.
A bit further down, that's it. Move home. You need to pass the ghost.
Well, that's not that one. It's direct. Oh no, wait a minute. That's
Hang
right.
on,
So, no, there doesn't even need this. That's right.
No, that's right. Yeah.
Because so it says it should go home, but we don't need to pass what home is anymore because
it does it itself.
Home is on itself. I think that should just work. Yeah.
Go on and test that.
Even build still. Who knows? Oh, we got 6 failing tests.
Right, lives decrease when collides with ghost when PacMan is facing a wall.
That's a really, that's a bit odd. What happened there?
Well, it's because the ghost isn't moving, is it? The ghost doesn't get to it, so. Which one was it? Ghost
standing still strategy? Don't know.
Which test was it?
This one here should not lose life when already dying.
Oh, you did one further up, okay.
Should not. Oh, no, wait.
Lives decrease when collides with ghosts. It's facing a wall.
It's this one.
Right.
Ghost goes right. Oh, is it because ghost goes right strategy? Oh, no, it should still go right. That should be right. Standing still.
Right, where's PacMan? Where's ghost?
Or I don't get how this could have even broken.
The ghost is one place to the left of PacMan.
Yeah.
Then
one place below. Oh no, that's a wall.
No,
sorry, that's a wall.
Left.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, left.
There's a wall above us. We're facing the wall.
Oh, but it's going a direction of right or left at the moment.
Shouldn't matter because the ghost going right ignores direction, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah, that's a good point. So it shouldn't make any difference what that's set to.
Oh, how many strategies are you passing in?
1. Oh, 2.
Yeah, you don't want the second one, do you?
Oh, because that's the one to set the current. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing should be able to set the current except for the ghost itself, right?
Yeah, maybe we want to make a private constructor then on the ghost, which takes the second strategy.
Yeah, I think we should.
Why should we need to pass the second strategy in?
We shouldn't. So the ghost itself, when we change by default, it should only have the strategy it's working with. And if we change in the current strategy, we should just. This shouldn't be called outside of this class.
Yeah, so I made that one. Yeah, and then that's probably all right to make that non-nullable now.
Yeah.
And then we probably don't need that.
And that's just strategy now.
And then.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You could probably make one call the private one called the public one called the private one.
Or the other one, yeah. And the one test that we broke was the one that we were specifically writing.
Oh, and then
we just need to tidy up these constructors.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all interesting here, aren't they?
These are all problems waiting to happen.
Wow. Yeah, because they're literally it's a standing still with a standing still strategy.
Yeah.
With another standing still. Everything's got multiple standing stills.
Yeah, it's good to get that out anyway because we'll have things like returning home strategy and wander strategy and frightened strategy and stuff like that. So
yeah,
it's quite good to not have them bound in, other than their standard one that their personality one.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'd end up with loads of them.
Okay, well, that's fully qualified. Coins test.
How can we be breaking coins test? Oh.
Because it's got a standstill strategy for the ghost. Right, I think that is them all. And they all pass. Everything passes.
I'll run it.
Somewhat surprised.
We've got some tests commented out there, haven't we?
Oh yeah, actually, yeah. So we got the other tests which are in the go home. No, it's not go home. What is it? Direct use of PacMan strategy. These ones.
Yeah, I don't know if you need them now.
Let's go and comment and see if they still run.
It's kind of.
What's control? How do you uncomment?
Control KU.
Well, they don't work. They don't compile.
No, they'll have ghosts in them. Sorry, ghost strategies.
Oh, don't. I'll just copy and paste it from somewhere else. Yeah, so we should really refactor these tests that when we create a ghost, we always, because this one's testing that it's always running towards PacMan, so we shouldn't create it with any other conditions really, even though every single test we do create it.
Is that the change I just made?
Yeah, on ghost.
What have I done wrong there? 1, 2, 3.
It's this, not base.
Oh. Yep. I've only got 50% IntelliSense, you see.
I've given up. I ain't got any. I'm just doing directive coding.
Oh, we've got one test failing.
What
and
is
that's
it,
where should move towards PacMan.
Oh, he'll have direction issue, won't he?
I don't know. I think that one should direct chase to PacMan.
Move towards PacMan.
It's only one of them as well.
Yeah, but he's going left when he starts. So he's at 5. Where's PacMan though?
PacMan's passed in from the test.
So PacMan. So which one's failing?
It's the one where
10-5.
10-5.
The second one.
10-5 and 6-5. He'll be going the wrong way. Yeah, PacMan's to the right of him, and he's set to left.
Oh yeah, so he's going to keep going. He won't really reevaluate, will he?
He might, no. Because there's no walls. He'll reevaluate.
Oh yeah, but he won't ever come back the way he's just.
He'll do that.
Oh yeah.
And then try and get back round. So you could do with passing direction in the inline data.
But what are you then testing? Because
this is going in a straight line.
It's going to be the same as the other tests then, isn't it?
Well, it's not. This one's actually just going in a straight line to straight to the actual PacMan. If
5, 10, which one was it? 10-5.
Yeah. 10,
expected 6-5. He might go through him though. Oh no, it's only one space, isn't it? 10-5.
To be fair, I suppose you could delete the test if you don't want it.
How many ticks did it do? Just one?
One tick, yeah. So it is. I think it is because
it is because he won't turn round because he's never
won't turn round. Yeah, he's going to be at 4-5, isn't he? Yeah. Well, he won't. He is in a square where he can turn, but he'll turn up or down first.
Yeah,
and then turn.
Yep.
So you can't even properly test it unless you send in the correct direction.
So what? Expected ghost. Oh, right, because even our assertion would have to be guessing as to which way is going to turn.
Which way is going to turn, right or left, and that's down to whatever logic we wrote.
Yes.
Probably up first. Did you write? I don't know.
Probably.
I guess we already covered this in another test, though, don't we? And
We did take the second one out. The other ones are valid. The other cases are.
Yeah,
these should not walk into walls and stuff like that. Should not walk.
No,
into
I mean
walls.
on that failing test,
No,
it's
on
only
that
that one
failing.
scenario that's not valid.
Oh,
That's
right.
the second one.
This
the other
one.
three, yeah, the other three are all right. Probably.
Oh yeah, because I suppose
There's
that's
no
not
wall,
valid.
so yeah, the other three are probably all right.
so they're all the right side of him.
Okay,
Yeah.
that runs. So let me boot it up. See actually what our game looks like, if it actually is playable.
This could be quite a monumental step forward. Or it could just crash.
Oh, maybe. I think he runs more intelligently now. I can't get away from it now.
Now he should wander off.
It doesn't wander. Oh no,
Yeah,
Going home. They're all going home.
They're all going home.
Some of them are trapped in the square. One's teleported. And the red one's not quite going home.
What happened to the pink one? The red one is going home.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that's what it does, doesn't it? It goes in a loop.
Yeah.
It
goes in a loop because that's what he's supposed to do.
I'm not sure it's meant to go in a loop quite that big.
I think he's supposed to, probably at that junction, he's probably supposed to turn, but it may be that he can't decide which way is closer to the point.
Oh yeah, I guess there's actually two, which maybe
depending on where the home point is.
But the home's in
the corner.
Why is it doing that?
He's definitely doing what he's supposed to do.
So he's got a three-way junction. He eliminates the one behind him.
If it does it the same a few minutes twice. If it's just
yeah, he'll do exactly. He should do exactly the same.
Let's go run F into this corner. And die over here. Ah, I died.
And then off he goes. Why has Pinky decided that going through that?
Now he's stuck in a loop up there.
Let's go, please.
We're not working the distance out correctly, are we?
No, we're not.
Otherwise, Pinky wouldn't have wandered off. Because there's no way that Pinky should have gone through a teleporter.
Oh, that's quite good. Quite impressive. Yeah,
hang on.
It's always favouring. Oh no, it's always favouring a left turn, isn't it?
Left turn when it gets to a junction.
It should be going down there.
Down here, isn't it?
Which is its home?
Yeah.
That's the first question, isn't it?
Blinky.
It is B, which is top right.
Is that right? Well, he's in the right place now, then, isn't he?
Yeah.
Why was he in the wrong place earlier?
Yes.
Oh no, is that because he just died down there and he just got stuck? Oh no, is it because he only works out which way he should turn left and right? He's not working out all possible directions, so that it might be like turning left is to go up here, but then turning right and then
he should right go. We're not doing the direction. No, we're not doing the direction right, are we?
Oh, I got that bug again.
Because it went off the screen.
Oh yeah, it's probably some teleporter issue.
Yeah. The ghost can teleport.
It can't destroy the teleporter though. How on earth has that happened?
Well, it's gone off the board, hasn't it?
Yeah, but we haven't broken the board. How's the board changed? Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, because we're using Blinky as a reference point. Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, let's have a look at that. Let's have a look at that test because he's definitely not moving in the right direction, is he?
Well, I think it looked like he was trying to go.
Yeah, but he went.
Technically, that might be right to go right here to get up here because if you're just taking all the points saying that diff by that, turning right here is a possible. scenario, isn't it?
It is, because either side of that square is the same distance regardless, isn't it?
Yeah. So going up here then right, or down here then right.
So he's got to favour. He's got to favour up down to avoid.
You have to work it out based on like if you can get there, I guess, not just the direct path to it.
Yeah.
Because you have to take in consideration the walls, don't you? Really? Because if you
you
can't just say. I think we should be taking into consideration walls. I think that's the test what I was going to write next, where it was going down.
The hard part, it is the same distance though, isn't it? Regardless of which square you go to, it's the same distance to that top. So if he was on just to the left of your cursor at that junction point, if he's there, if he goes up, he's going to be whatever it is, 10 rows up and 5 rows across. If he goes right, he'd be 4 rows and 11 rows up. It's the same distance.
Yeah, so that's why I think you need to take into consideration the wall and that you can actually get there, because going right, you can't actually physically get there, can you?
I think it just favours up down. You know, when it's shortest. Let's just have a look. And that's why it doesn't wander off through the teleporter and stuff. Ghost.
Well, that wouldn't make any sense in this scenario. Oh, I suppose it would do, because it wouldn't loop back round. It'd just go up instead of down.
Yeah, it'd go up, and then it would. Target tiles.
Oh, that then, Kevin. I've changed it so it favours up down. See if that works.
See if it runs.
So you need to get dead somewhere over here, I guess. Come kill me, dead.
What's it?
No, it's going to go in that big loop again. Oh, they might not do. It might get to the end of there and go up. Oh no, it's going to turn right though. Yeah. So in this,
Why is he turning? Why is he turning? Right. Why is he not turning left?
No, I understand why he gets to here and he's trying to get up to this location, isn't he? And this is the same distance. As that.
but we've favoured up down. I thought
I'll put up and down first in that dictionary now.
Where's?
There must be a bug. There must be a bug in this calculate distance code then.
But he follows PacMan very well, so it can't be that bad.
That's true, actually.
But when it does that order by, will that retain? And when it does that order by, will that retain the order where the
okay. In that case, what's the order in the enumeration?
Hang on. Possible direction.
Oh no, yeah.
Is the ghost location minus the target? Isn't it target minus? No, I suppose it doesn't matter, does it? Because it's absolute.
It's an enumeration, so we can then just do then by int p.
Yeah, but it's up down the enumeration preference.
Yeah, I've just checked that. So it'd be descending then, don't we? Oh no.
Well, you want to take. Yeah, well, you want to take. You want to take 2, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that's right, isn't it? Then?
Direction up down. Yeah, up down. So it's going to favour up. I can't remember what it favours generally. I have read it.
Good, then try that, Kevin.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
It's a bit hacky, but okay, we'll see. If it
Based
works.
on which tile adjoining the intersection with the ghost nearest to the target measured in a straight line. Distance from every possibility to the target tile is measured, and whichever tile is close to the target will be selected.
Yep.
Two are equal distance from target. The decision between them is made in the order of up, left, down.
Oh, okay. We haven't quite got that then.
Let's see what happens. Right, he's going up.
Yeah, he goes to a completely different direction, but I feel like he's going. Oh no.
He's got there, and then.
Is that other pink one, Pinky, supposed to go into that?
Let me see.
Well, shall we fix the enumeration now so it's up, down, left, down, up, whatever it was? So it should be up, left.
Up. It was up, left.
Yeah.
Down, wasn't it? Up,
yeah,
left,
then right.
down, was it? And then right.
Okay, that should be.
Find it now.
I'm sure that's what you said.
My decisions. Equidistance. Up, left, down.
Yeah.
And it will never choose right because it's already chosen one of the others.
Has it gone now? Was it? Oh.
It's not even following me. It's literally not following me.
No, something's not right. No, it's making bad choices, isn't it? Oh no, you're fooling it. You're fooling it.
Oh no, yeah, because I'm behind here, so it's actually going to.
Yeah, don't move and see what happens.
Yeah, he should come to get you now.
Yeah, it's because I was there.
You don't notice. I think to say we don't notice this happening on PacMan normally because it's normally there's 4 ghosts after you.
Oh, you made a mistake there.
Might keep going. Yeah.
No, it won't. It's gonna. Yes, it will. It'll get there now, and now it will go round and round in circles. Yeah, that's where it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
Pinky is. Let's have a look what Pinky's do. It reckons Pinky shouldn't do what he's doing. He should go around that top square. But if it favours up and down. Is it turn right or go right?
Ah, yes. Yeah, that's what it is, isn't it?
No, because it says no. It's not turn left, turn. It says up, down, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've just read it.
And why don't the other two? The other two are just going around in circles.
They're stuck in the.
Yeah, it's because they're trying to get down here, aren't they? So they're going to keep trying to go to the bottom of each square here, not through the middle. And
because there's too much space there, they can't get out. Yeah. They're just going around. They're finding the closest. Right, distance from every possibility to the target tile is measured, and whichever tile is the closest to the target was selected goes away. If 2 or more potential choices are equal distance, so the decision between them is made in the order of up, left, down. Yeah, it's not turning left.
Okay.
Decision to exit right can never be made in a situation where 2 tiles are equal distance to the target, since any other option has a higher priority.
So in that case, how can Pinky ever turn right down there then? Isn't it doing the right thing?
Well, I think it's doing the right thing, but according to this drawing, they reckon it would go around that thing, but it won't. It's because the space isn't where you put it. The space is it's 2 spaces above the map. So second dot in, 2 spaces above the map is the target point.
Oh, right, it's not in the corner.
It's not in the corner. It's outside of the map. Have fun with that one.
Oops. Game.
Yeah, it is. It's on line 37 above that P.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where it is. That's the target.
Why is it there?
Because that guarantees that it goes around in a circle, probably.
Are any of the other ones off the board?
Yeah, Blinky's is same location on the other side, and the bottom 2 are actually the row below, just in the corner.
That kind of makes sense because they have the distance between them was completely wrong, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think that might be a job for next time because it's now.
Well, that does. But that does. It does almost work. Pull Pinky and pull the other 3 out of the map, out of the ghost house.
Let's just commit what we got, I think.
Yeah. Well, actually, if you walk PacMan, no, because they don't follow PacMan, do they?
What do we have test analysis stuff? I can't remember. I can't remember what we changed.
Yeah, I think so, because we haven't really.
Well,
Well, we've changed we haven't. We need a test that we actually evaluate the order in the directions in the correct order. I guess that's what we're missing, because we reordered that enumeration.
Yeah. Does that mean that test still work?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, test will be all right.
It just we've got a couple missing, maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's
the moving ghost, isn't it?
So we just have to throw these outside this.
Yeah.
They won't. Yeah, they'll move. You can put them on top of each other. It doesn't matter.
You can't draw that though. I see. Yeah.
And they'll overlap now rather than obliterate each other. And then as he dies, they should wander off. They won't move at first, obviously.
Because they're just standing still.
We can actually have multiple ghosts of one type as well, can't we?
Yep.
Yeah. We can have many ghosts as physically possible, to be fair.
One's teleported.
I didn't think they don't favour the.
But that bottom one's doing the right thing.
Pinky's stuck as well.
Yeah,
Pinky's stuck probably because the space is off the board, is in the wrong place on the board again.
Yeah. How weird.
It's a weird situation then to have the other point up here somewhere. Just because the game's only using pretty much the direct distance from it to something else. Instead of actually the whole route, because it makes sense for the whole route.
I can't see how, like, if Pinky's there, I can't see how. Well, he doesn't get to the top corner. We don't know that he gets to the top corner because we've never watched it whilst PacMan's not getting killed, and it only goes for 7 seconds. So they may be doing exactly what they would do on the arcade machine.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised at the one that's wandered off through the centre.
Well, it's going around. You can tell he's trying to get to the cell because he's like coasting along the edge. Yeah, that was pretty good though, to be fair.
Yeah, it feels like it's taking shape now, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think we got understand how they're going to work. And I think when we actually, what else we've got
a bit of a horrible one coming.
What's that?
Pinky moves twice the distance that Blinky is from PacMan. So Pinky needs to know where Blinky is.
Oh, that's okay because we can do that because we've got the game passed into it.
Yeah.
Okay, and then just pull it out.
Yeah. So here's the what's it called? That direct chase to.
I probably want to be naming that now. But.
Yeah. I'll rename all these and push them afterwards because I'll open up in Visual Studio. This one it just goes and gets the location of where you want to go directly to, and you pass that in.
Yeah.
And that's just one of these. So we'll just have one what is actually
that passes Blinky back out of it.
Yeah. So he just goes to the game and says, "Where is Blinky? Oh, here. Go in front of him."
Okay.
And that'd be quite easy to implement because we've got the overlays on like location, so you can plus location plus right plus right plus right. Oh no, plus its own direction loads of times.
Yeah, we need a multiplier for direction.
Oh yeah.
Overload. So you can do cell plus direction, comma 4.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yep.
Good stuff.
So I'll open up Visual Studio and pull the kind of classes into the right classes and namespaces and stuff like that. So it's easy to go over.
Yeah.
But cool. Yeah.
We've got no broken UI or anything, have we, that needs fixing?
No, I think
only that slight problem about Blinky starting in the wrong place.
Yeah.
I'll fix that. Yeah, stick a thingy in for it.
Yeah, that's a really weird issue.
Yeah, it'll be the row that he's on. Can't even find where it was now. There. Issues.
I might have a quick play with moving the home location outside the map then.
So blinky location.
Yeah.
You should be able, it might be better to just not have where's our map game. It might be better not to have them as P's and stuff, and actually have them outside of this. So it is just like P is.
Yeah, because otherwise it's going to mess up all the tests, because we're going to have to start putting borders around everything.
Yeah. So you could have it like that, where you kind of pass them in. Maybe.
I'll give it some thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've got to go for a walk now anyway, so that's something to ponder.
Yeah, there's nothing else, is there? That's
sort
of background work.
Yeah, that's true. Cool. Yeah.
No, I'll fix that bug anyway.
Yeah, no worries.
Cool.
We'll look at it next time. Cool.
Right, okay. All right. Great.
Right. All right. Good stuff.
Okay.
So catch you all tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Dotnet Chef and York Meetups tomorrow night. Yeah. So see you all for that.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.